All right, good evening, folks. Welcome. We're here tonight on Wednesday night, Hometown Heroes. That's right, Coast to Coast Racing League. I'm Joe White up here, OSR Network and Coast to Coast Racing Network. We want to welcome you to the Hometown Heroes, presented by Flatline Racing Bodies here tonight. Man, I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be some good racing. If you've not checked out the Hometown Heroes, tonight's the night to do it. Well, let's get up in here to our Tim Chapman Racing little pre-race show here. Give you a little heads up on what you're going to see here tonight. I'm going to tell you what, Tim Chapman, he's out there. He brings all the action to the C2C NASCAR Xfinity Series. You can check those guys out on Thursday nights. But as of right now, we don't have any standings. We're Sim Racing Hub. This is the first night, so hey, everybody's on a clean slate kicking this thing off. But you know, like we said before, we're here with the Coast to Coast Racing League tonight. You know, if you're looking for a great league, you don't want any drama, you're looking for an enjoyable racing, come out, join the Coast to Coast Racing League. Got 20 divisions that race 6 days a week and currently broadcast 10 divisions. Members know that they are the part of something bigger than that of the track experience. So go check them out on www.c2crl.com. Fly up today, check it out. Awesome. Obviously, we're here live tonight on the Coast to Coast Racing Network here on YouTube. Actually, it would be C2C RL or C2C Racing Network. We'll get it right here. Check it out. Well, you know, like tonight, I think it's going to be a good one. You've got these guys out here. I mean, this right here is the 305 division that you're going to see. And what you're going to see here is 305s. You're going to see 360s and 410 wing sprints. And plus, we got cars. Hey, we got late models. So we're mixing a little dirt, a little of this, but looks like, man, we're about to grid them up. Flatline Racing Bodies, heat race number 1. And boy, I'll tell you what, if you're looking for quality racing bodies produced by the former NASCAR regional short track champ Dan Chapman himself in the iRacing hotbed of Clarence, Ohio, check those guys out because we're about to get set here. Heat race number 1, Flatline Racing. Let's grid these bad boys up here if we can. Out front, Patrick Spangler going to start it out there. Randy Shreve's going to be the man in second. You got Chris Schaefer starting third. Jim Bowell up there in fourth. Nick Shell up in fifth. Brandon Dittmer there in sixth. Andy Patton starting seventh. And Brian Moore Sr. going to start us off and kick us off in 8th place. So get ready, get set. About to go green flag. 305 sprint cars. I mean, sprint cars, man, these things are fast. The 305s, though, are the bottom feeders of the sprint cars, the wing sprint cars. Let's say it that way. I don't want to say just sprint cars, but wing sprint cars, that is. And the reason I say that is because obviously they're the less powered. So they're kind of entry level here to it. As we get up, we're going to get to the bad boy 410 wing sprints. And hey, man, I'll tell you what, that's when all the action is going to start. I mean, it's going to be pretty good here with the 305s. But what you're going to see, like on a track like here, Knoxville here tonight, and we'll get into that a little bit more. But what you're going to see here with a track like Knoxville, or the track we're going to see here throughout the Hometown Heroes, is the 305s. You can't slide them, and they'll bog down a little more coming out of the turns. So, have to be a little bit more happy. Appreciate everybody tuning in out there. Let me know, man, where you from? Who you pulling for? Who you rooting for? It's set. Good to be back here. Better trying to get all my ticker stuff. Boy, I'll tell you what, I was throwing in logos left and right tonight.
Green flag.
Green flag, 3-0. Or out front, you see Spangler. He's taking that lead. Now remember, these are open wheel machines. You don't want to get out there and do some clanging and banging, because if you do, you're going to end up upside down. having that thing all over the place. Right now, looking very strong. As you can see, Spangler holding the lead. Right behind him, Shreve's looking good. You got Dittmer there in the third place spot. Top three looking strong. You got Shell behind him. Patton right there on the back end, back in the fifth place spot. So everybody's just taking a single file, putting some slider moves on them, filling out the track just a little bit, seeing what they can get. Checking something out right fast, folks. There we go. Changed it up our Coast to Coast. Heck yeah, man, we're Coast to Coast Racing Network here tonight. We're looking good. Again, Spangler, the man out front in these 305s. You can kind of see right now, you know, with the 305s, you're not really going into a huge slide. You can hit it to the slide. You don't want to hit that burn down there on the bottom, though. So you kind of got a cushion on the bottom and a cushion up top. Right now, everybody's kind of bottom feeding putt this bottom side track. You got Shreve sitting there in second. Dittmer hanging on the third. Shell up here. The Flatline Racing Heat Race 1 here tonight, looking strong. Everybody's being patient. Everybody's just doing this and that. Want to get into trouble. Shell there in that fourth place spot. You got Brian Moore back here. So really a lot harder to pass in these 305s than it will be with the 360 or anything like that. So don't be shy out there, y'all. Let me know who y'all got. Who you hollering for? Who's your main guy? Oh, I know y'all out there watching. Right now, Spangler's going to take it with a white flag out. We got a battle here, though. You got Shreve's going to come in second. Dittmer there in third. Shell up in the fourth. Patton going to be in the fifth. Moore hanging on to the sixth. It was a good little showdown right here. But that's going to pull us over to our heat race number 2 here tonight. And boy, it's going to be a good one too because it's presented by Langdon Mechanical. That's right, Langdon Mechanical with a number second to none in heating and air conditioning company in the Hamilton area. And boy, they promise our customers our own professional trained Langdon specialist will be there personally every step of the way. So 100% there, Langdon. If you're in the Hamilton area, definitely check them out. They got equipment sales, installation, and maintenance. Going to be a good one here as they're a title sponsor for heat race number 2. Grid these bad boys up. As we got Gary Taylor going to start out front. Joe Mateo, I hope I said it right. I might get some of these names down. Pat's going to help me out there. Second, Colin Johnson up in third. G.J. Boydell fourth. Richard Holland there in fifth. Roger Craig starting this one in sixth. Tyler Bittenfield seventh. And Kurt Shatner there in the 8th place spot. Here we go. Heat Race 2, Langdon. Heat Race 2 here tonight. 305s. Look at the Jack Daniels machine out there. I think that's, is that Taylor? Yeah, no. This looks like Tio. All right, good paint jobs. Gentleman Jack. We'll see how much of a gentleman he is. It's green flag fly. 305 action's underway. You got some big happenings back here with Holiday. Old Roger Craig. We'll call him the old one out here. He's out here seeing what he can rumble. Usually out there jinxed him. Every time I get excited for him, he ends up upside down. Don't want that to happen. Right now sitting in 6th place. He's battling out side by side. Who's going to throw the slider job on him? You got Holiday on the inside. Shatner there. He's back there lurking in the weeds, looking to see what he can do. Bittenfield's hanging on to 8. Side by side deal. Craig, Holiday, Shatner. Well, this is for the 5th, 6th, and 7th. They're not even into the transfer spots. They're still out here, man, having a heck of a fun time. Meanwhile, Taylor's up front, but here comes Boydell. Boydell, I know him. That guy, man, knows how to sling a street stock. He's up here battling with Mateo. I almost say Mateo till I hear otherwise. Maybe somehow help me out there on that name. But you got Mateo right now. They're battling. One's on the inside, one's on the outside. Slide job going to go up there. He gets on the cushion bar just a little bit. Oh, Matt has to pull it off. He falls back into the clutches of Johnson. Johnson with that green Hulk machine. Well, let's go on board with him. Let's show you what he looks like. Colin Johnson. He's smiling. Look at him. He's smiling because he's up in fourth place. Look at that. Looking strong. Uh-oh, here we go. Boydell, look out. He's going to tear up the back end of Taylor. Taylor's not safe right now. He's got his Mad Bulldog on the top side of the wing. And here comes Boydell. Going to sling it to the high side. He's going to see if we can't push the cushion up top. What's up, Henry? How you doing? Hey, Henry. Oh, slide job. It's not a slide job. It's an outside job. That's right. He came from the outside in. G.J. Boydell to the top cushion. He's going to take that spot away. He gave the dog a bone and said, have a nice day. Taylor, man, falling. They're still battling it out for the top spot. Mateo's hanging on the third. Shatner's back here. But it looks like Boydell's going to rumble this one here and put it in for our Heat Race 2 Langdon here tonight. Mechanical. Woo! That is awesome. That is awesome. So it's going to be Boydell, Taylor, and company. But that pulls us to Heat Race number 3, Venom Racing. That's right. Venom Racing, proud sponsor of the Coast2Coast Racing League. 358 modified division. So we'll grid these boys up for it. Steven Bixler, the man out front. Jonathan Krumpa. Hope I said it right. Krumpa starting in second. Jeff Flero there in third. Cody Graham up in fourth. Nathan Aldridge up in fifth. Pat Boyston in sixth. John Rayner there in seventh, nicknamed JR. And then Joseph Grandy starting in the 8th place spot. All right. Again, 305's Venom Racing, Heat Race number 3. We might have 5 heat races on tap. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, let me know who your driver is out there. Who you rooting for? Who you may be trying to pull for? Favorite one. Got a lot of great drivers here tonight, though.
Green.
All right, real 5s. About to set. Down and dirty. Hometown heroes here. And Bixler didn't go. Green flag. Flero out front in this one. There you go. What's up, Mojo? Flero. Graham, because he sold me a ketamine. The world's a ketamine. What's up, Dean? How you doing? Dean Reynolds out there. Absolutely Flero out front. He is showing off his flair. But remember what happened last time Boydell went to the outside. He stole it, kicked the door in. It looks like the top lane's coming in here. They started off down there, man, catfishing it. But now they're back up there on that top side cushion. You see old Boyce right back here in the 4th place spot. You got Graham and Grady. We'll say that real fast. Graham, Grady. Oh, they make a little wheel contact. That's going to put a 3-sprint battle here right now for the Venom Racing Heat 3. You got Graham, side by side. Grandy's on the outside, slide job by that man. Ooh, look good. Here comes Graham, though. He says, you know what? I'm going to show you one that looks better. He does. Slips it right back in there like a glove. Crisscross back over. Meanwhile, Boyd's back there behind him watching, going, let's see what this thing might do. Aldridge hanging on to 5th. Rayner back there in the 6th place spot. You got 2 guys down. Steven Bixler, Jonathan Krumpa. They didn't make the show, by the way. Unfortunate on their end. Meanwhile, Flero's a man out front, a little contact back here, though. They talking about it. One got in the back of the push bar, the other one didn't. That's Rayner and Boyce. And meanwhile, it's all Flero showing off. White flag. One more time here for this heat race number 3 here tonight. Venom Racing. Going to be strong. What's up, man? Right there, coast to coast. Well, I tell you what, it's a good show so far. Flero, Grandy, Graham coming in here. Who's going to tap off here? Heat race 3, it's going to be Flero, Grandy, Graham. That's a nail biter there. And Aldridge. Woo! Well, that's going to throw us over here. No B-main here tonight. But, folks, right now, it's going to put us in our Oswego Speedway intermission here as these guys will, get out here and see what they can do, see what they can put on. But I'm going to tell you what, Oswego Speedway, you got to catch some action there at Oswego Speedway. And you can every Friday night for free. Let me reiterate that, for free on G-Force TV on YouTube. Go check out G-Force TV on YouTube. They feature live programming year-round, countless hours of on-demand video, and did I say it was all free? Yeah, everybody loves that word. So check out G-Force TV, first stop, man, for everything hottest racing around Ontario, Canada. I'm nowhere near Ontario, but if you are, there you go. Plus, you can check it out on G-Force TV. But you know what? We're going to step away for a few here, pay a few bills. Let's see a sponsor. We'll be right back here in just a few.
Before they go fast and start the power slide, we salute you with the big blocks, 4 wide, the ground pounding, earth shaking, window rattling beat of the Northeast. It's the big block modified Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and
All right, folks, we're back as we're getting set to lock this thing up for our feature here tonight. Also got to give a shout out to Moore Farm Management, Driver of the Week. We'll keep that in our back pocket here. But the starting lineup here tonight, that's right. We got to get our starting lineup, but that's going to be all for the Super Dirt Car Series. You just saw it. You like big blocks? You like ground pounding action? Check out the guys from Florida to Canada. The Super Dirt Car Series visit some of the most exciting dirt tracks in front of the biggest crowd. So it's a ground pounding, earth shaking, and window rattling beast from the Northeast. The Super Dirt Car Series here. So we're going to grid and look at the grid here for our feature tonight. Patrick Spangler out front. G.J. Boydell there in second. Jeff Flero third. Randy Shreve starts in fourth. Gary Taylor in fifth. Joseph Grandy there in sixth. Brandon Dittmer there in seventh. Jay Mateo up in eighth. Cody Graham ninth. Nick Shell 10th. Kurt Shatner 11th. Nathan Aldridge starting 12th. Andy Patton in 13th. Colin Johnson 14th. Pat Boyson 15th. Brian Moore starting 16th. Well, Roger Craig right there in 17th. John Rayner up in 18th. Jim Boyd there starting in the 19th place spot. We got Tyler Bentonfield there in 20th. Steve Bixler, he's going to be up in the 21st. And Richard Holiday 23rd. And Jonathan Crumpler rounds out the 24 cars here tonight. Super Dirt Car Series. That's your lineup. But here we go. Feature time here. Woo! Got to give a shout out to Young Guns Creation. That's for the drone view. Hopefully we don't have too many cautions here, but about set for the green flag. And that's going to be the Lucy Olson green flag here. Let's do this. Well, 24 machines, 305s. We've seen some awesome racing so far. Whoop, went on the walls. Getting the walls. A lot of these guys here tonight looking very, very strong. About to get set. Got out there. Who's top? Let's go, Flaro. All right. Flaro is sitting in a pretty good spot in third. As the green flag flies 20 laps, it'll go by quick. I've always said this. Man, you go in and you blink, we're in the next week. Oh! Contact! We got a junkyard. Boy, I tell you, uh-oh. Well, we got one of our first salty dog cautions out here tonight. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay. Double check on what happened. Saw a little bit of wheel contact out there. Started, I think, with old... Let's see, it started with Joseph Brandy, I believe. Remember, these are open wheel style machines. You don't get up there and start... Oh, yeah. Brandy got caught in the middle. Next thing you know, oh! He just got pile drived. And there's several other cars that got involved in that. Kurt Shatner got involved. Oh, Bixler was involved. You see one car getting shoved. That's Rayner. Rayner's they're locked up together. Wow. There you go. That's your Malcolm Mills replay. And I'm gonna tell you, as far as Malcolm Mills go, you got to check them out. They're based in Oakland, Ontario, Canada. Malcolm Mills Millwrighting is a full-service millwrighting contractor featuring custom welding, fabricating, and servicing industrial clients. So you got to check them out at mmmillwrighting.com or on Facebook for all your needs. And like I said, if you're up in the Ontario, Canada area, got all kinds of stuff for you. We got millwrighting, everything. But let's get this thing back going for the Lucy Olson green flag here. Hey, speaking of Lucy Olson, you got to give a shout out to her. She's number 3 on the court, 1 in the hearts though. Get your Lucy Olson basketball. It's fun gear now for March Madness and beyond, which that's March. Well, it is still March Madness. I guess you can go. So go to. I might have to put that link in the chat out there for y'all folks to order some merchandise because it's like a long link. I tell you what, let's just do this here real quick. Boom, boom. I don't even know if it'll let me paste. Yep, let me put it out there for you. There you go. So that's your Lucy Olson. Getting set for a restart here tonight. Spangler and Company 305s. We got Boydell, Flaro, Shreves. Green flag, back at it again. 2x2. And boy, I tell you what, Spangler, he means business. He wants this thing here tonight. He is looking very strong. Boydell right behind him. Shreves right there in the backside. It's side by side. Flaro says, I want that third place spot. He's down on the bottom. He's going to look to throw the slide job move. He's going to be able to make it stick, though. That's the thing with this 305. He doesn't have the oomph to come off the turn to be able to hammer that pedal down and make it stick sideways. You will see that in the 360 and the 410s here in a few. Right now, Flaro's down low. Boydell tries to cut off that lane. He don't want him running through his backyard. Here we go, back around 12th, 13th place spot. Man, give it up. You got Boyce, Shell, Mateo, those guys going at it back and forth. 17 to go here. And the 305s here tonight. Coast to Coast Racing. It's a good feature so far. You got Nick Shell, Brian Moore. Everybody's just trying to clamor and get what they can get. Meanwhile, Spangler, long gone. He's got almost over a half-second lead over these two guys. Shreves has got a good breathing room too. So top two have moved away, but Flaro, Boydell, those two guys were going to hammer on each other. Look at Flaro. Oh, into the wall. No. It don't work that way. We're under another salty dog caution. Let's go to Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened there, because that did not end up well. Brandon, again, actually it wasn't Brandon. Yep, Brandon Dittmer. Yeah, he somebody put his Air Force machine up in the wall, and I'm gonna tell you what, that wall and those tires, they don't work. Give him some style points though. He looked pretty good. And he just kind of slid it around, but there's a Malcolm Mills replay. This man right here, though, dominating. Actually, my bad. Spangler here dominating. Strong outing so far. So we know a couple of you guys out there favorite drivers. Who's the rest of y'all's favorite drivers out there? Who y'all rooting for, pulling for? Hey, hit those likes and shares, man. I know the league definitely appreciate it. We're here live, Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube. Be a strong one. Out front, Spangler, Reeves, Flero, Boydell. These are the 305s. We still got the 360 and the 410s. They'll go by quick. As I always talk about dirt racing. I mean, look, you go into the next room, or you blink and we're into the next race. Go in the next room and we're in the next week. It goes by that quick. Run the caution. Too bad. Should be a good one. It's at the back of that Lucy Olson green flag here tonight. We also got a hard charger award. Flatline Racing Bodies. You know, they're doing the hard charger. We'll get to that. And actually, as of right now, that award is going to go to Chris Schaefer. He's up 6 spots. He's got some other guys that are up 4 and 5, so in front of him. Gonna have to keep coming up some more spots if he wants to hold on to it. Meanwhile, though, Spangler doesn't have to hold on to anything but that gas pedal, and he does. He's gone out front. Shreve's right behind him. They're 3 wide. Here comes Flero, Boydell and company, back to back again. Oh no! Another caution. Somebody bit the naughty dog here in the caution. Going to Malcolm Mills replay, see what happens. Steve Bixler might have got involved with this one too, along with old Pat. Yep, just kind of a checkup. Next thing you know, from there, it's an accordion effect, and they all talk about it in the fence. Got one with a wing off. He's doing a barrel roll. He's not in VR. Might call his house, make sure he's okay. Man's dizzy after all that. All right. I've mentioned this several times with dirt. With asphalt, not so much. With dirt, though, I've seen this time and time again. After a while, the cautions can catch up to the leader. He can be out there dominating. But the track changes. Actually, we talked about this last night. The track changes so much in dirt. And, you know, asphalt, sure, you lay rubber down. But you don't see asphalt starting to rut up or pull up or anything like that. It pretty much stays in place. Dirt, though, moves around, shifts, slides, ruts, does this and that. So, yeah, when you're out there packing it in, carnage, that's right, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Carnage, yeah, Mojo, carnage. So, yeah, your dirt, the track changes. So, when your car looks great or running great a certain way, these cautions, sometimes I've seen the leaders out here dominate, and guess what? Boom, they're done. Cautions catch up to them, the track changes, they're not able to keep up. Out in the back. Here we go. Lights off on pace car. 305 wing sprints here tonight. We got the 360s and the bad boy 410s also. And we do got a little bit of asphalt racing later. We got some late models. Who don't like late models? Those are fun. Green flag. That's right. Lucy Olson, green flag out tonight. Spangler there. Shreves, though, in company. Well, Spangler just walks the dog on him. You got Boydell hanging on to that third place. Flero, Graham, they're going to talk about it. They're going side by side. Graham's going to shoot it to the inside, see if he can't throw a slide jump and get a 2-for-1 special. He's down there in that catfish line, putting it. Watch out, he ain't got to worry about no tires, just got to worry about that hump down there. It's kind of like a cushion on the inside, cushion on the outside. Still, whoa, here we go. Flero, yeah, he's going to see if he can't put his name in the hat as he boys it on the inside of Boydell. Trees hanging on to second, Flero right there in third. Battle for second. Here comes G.J. Boydell. We've seen him do this, but he did it on the outside in his heat. I think that's what you've got to do. Never mind. Jeff says, I ain't going to work this time. Well, here comes Boydell back to the inside. They're talking about it side by side. You've got racing here. This is actually for the 3rd and 4th place spot. You've got battles going on back around about the 9th place spot. Those guys, men, are hitting each other on the tail. That is Nathan Aldridge. Aldridge trying to see what he can do in that green machine. Down the inside, he's going to follow the red one there, Taylor. They kind of calm down up here a little bit as I say that. Here comes Graham. Graham's going to see if he can't put a slider on the inside of him. That's Graham hanging on to the 6th place spot. Spangler, meanwhile, gone. Almost a second lead over Shreves. Shreves is still there, too, in his own right. Valero now, so the top 3 are kind of pulling away. You got to go Boydell, Graham for a good battle. And Schatzer, he's right there, too. You see Graham, he is right down there on the bottom lane, getting that bottom side burn. You can see the rubber building up already. Kind of middle of the track. I mean, actually, the rubber on this track is like through the roof from the bottom all the way to the top. It is actually very slick. Won't be too bad in the 305s. It's when they get those monster machines out here with a lot of power. You start to see them push that cushion way up to the top right now. Schatzer's looking smooth. As we're closing in, 6 to go. Everybody's kind of just, easing out. Going side by side. We're up here around about 11th, 12th place. Spotted. Oh, they talked about it carping the wall. That's Bittenfield Schaffner. Woo, Taylor. Oh, he got Waffle House. Yeah, that's right. Give some hash brown. Sunny side over. Flip it. All that. I don't even know what they say. And nutty butter. And I like his car already. That make you hungry. Talking about it. So good grief. Bittenfield. Uh-oh, crash in the back. Gary Taylor. Not tonight. He wants. Naughty dog caution. Let's go back on Malcolm Mills' replay. He got in the wall. He stuffed it right there. So if that Bulldog didn't already have a punched-in nose, he's got one now, and he's got one even bad. I think he messed up the front of the car when he hit it that first. Yeah, he tore the wheel up. He's got a wobbly tire. His foot's hurt. Oh. So, and then the green machine says, well, now your tail hurts. I don't know who that is up there, but they just got wiped out too. Wow. The poor guy had a little paw hurt on his car. Now his butt hurts too. Look at it. It's dead. Oh, bad night for that man. Go back though. Taylor not having what he wants. But this guy, he's having a smooth night. Patrick Spangler here for our 305 wing sprints here tonight. Coast to Coast Racing Network. Flatline Racing Bodies. Hometown Heroes. And just to give you a little history on the Hometown Heroes, hey, I'm happy to be back because I'm going to go out on a limb and go ahead and say it. I was here with the first ever Hometown Heroes. And it's good to be back on the Wednesdays here for you to bring all this action here. The Hometown Heroes, it kind of just the history of it is you're going to see the same track. It's just like if you went to your home track. Mine would actually be the Charlotte Dirt Track. So if you went to your home track week in and week out, they pick a track for one season, which is Knoxville, unless they said Knoxville has some problems and they might go to Eldora. So that's kind of the backup track. But you go to the one track, it stays. It's always the 305, 360, 410 wing sprints. And then I think it might keep with the late models. They're not going to Knoxville, so don't worry about that. So that's kind of new this season, is the late models. Kind of snuck that one in, kind of mix it up just a little bit. But as far as the Hometown Heroes go, it's always going to be these top 3 classes at Knoxville. Kind of give you a little history, and like I said, I was here for the first one, and it's a good one. It brings some exciting racing, and you're about to see as we go back to Lucy Olson green flag. Here we go. Patrick Spangler gets that jump out. Meanwhile, battle behind them, Flero Shreves. Here comes Flero. He's trying to put a pile driver on the inside of a slide job. Not happening quite yet. Everybody's rocking the cushion up top. You can see Shreves right there. He's banging the fence. You got Boydell right behind him seeing what he can do. Aside on his wing because he's got a front row seat. and seeing everything. Spangler, meanwhile, walking away. Caution out. Uh-oh. Oh, got another naughty dog one here. That Malcolm Mills replay. See what happened. This one, actually, Jim Bowie. Oh, he got in the tires. Upside down. Don't take much in these wing sprints because they're open wheel cars. You cannot, you can touch a little bit, but they're almost like Indy cars. Get out there and you start, man, trying to rub and race. Not going to work in these things. You're going to hit those tires and guess what? Spinning. Dropping like flies. That's right, Mojo. They flopping like they out there flopping like flies too. He ain't got long with it. Remember, here we go. Got a lot of great stuff here tonight. A lot of great sponsors on board. Go check out C2CRL.com for all the info here for the Coast to Coast Racing League. If you want to get everything, you want to get up to speed on everything. That's where you need to go. C2CRL.com. All right, 3 to go in this one. Got my swig of what's up, Brian? M9. These are the 305s. Yep. Schaffner better get moving. Yeah, he better get moving. That is. Yes, these are the 305s, and then afterwards we've got the 360, and then the top dogs, 410 wing sprints. You better have your belt buckle, fastened up real tight when you get behind the wheel one of them 410s, because that thing will send you for a ride. Physically looking, there is no difference between these cars on iRacing, that is. But in real life, if you put them side by side, the motor's the biggest thing. There's probably a little bit of suspension difference, but a wing sprint looks about the same. As we go back green here, the Lucy Olson green flag. You got Spangler, Shreves, Flero. Flero's going to look to drive it on the inside. He wants that top 3. Remember, we got the hard charger award here, Flatline Racing Bodies. Well, Chris Schaefer still holds on to that. Never mind. Jim Bauer. Oh, Mac. I got a feeling he came back on the track and happened here on this caution. Hope he didn't stop on the track. Did he get run over? He came out of the pits. Watching the Malcolm Mills replay here on it. And we're watching. Well, that's the checker flag, but it did say there was a caution. Oh, okay. They took the white flag. My bad. You know what? Never mind. Missed that one. Spangler. We're going to go back on the checker flag and let y'all watch the end of this one here for Patrick Spangler and that battle with Flero and company, because it came up saying that there was a caution, but I think they took the white flag and that's why it didn't trigger it. So we're going to replay and watch the last lap here for you, because we was watching the replay. Flero and company battling it out. Shreves there on the outside. And they're coming around final time. Oh, look out. Flero's trying. Spangler's trying. 3. No. Drag race to the line, and Bull Flero just got him. That was beautiful. Well, man, we're going to get a word in here. We're going to head on down here to the Extreme E-Speed Victory Lane here. Get a word in with some of our guys here tonight. Our top 3. Don't forget about our hard charger. Man. Extreme E-Speed. That's right. He didn't see, that's what I'm saying. He come up with that last caution, but I didn't see it. But nonetheless, let's bring up our 3rd place man, old Shreves here. Okay, well, it's not letting me pull these guys up. So, Roger, I need some, can't get these guys up here in the booth. Preston and all, if y'all can hear me. Can't type any. Hang on a minute, folks. All right, let's put it out there and see if they see it. I need some rolls so I can move somebody. Can't get them from the waiting room up here. They're down. They're down there waiting. We got Shreves and company, so got to be able to move them. All right, Shreves, and I guess they're going to move them for me. All right, so Randy, Joy in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Joe.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You came up here. You got that thing in third place. Tell us about those 305s on this track here at Knoxville.
Man, they're definitely a lot of fun, even though they're, not the fastest with cars, but they're still a lot of fun, man. That was an awesome race between me and Jeff there at the end. I just can't get over that. I had to keep looking at the scoring to find out if I got second or third. It was just so close, and yeah, he got me down there on the bottom. I didn't think that it would happen, but yeah, it was an awesome race, though, man.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, you got to the 305s for a lot of people out there. What is a major difference you can tell from a 305 to maybe a 360 or a 410?
Definitely, you can kind of just smash the gas in these things. With the other ones, it's a little more throttle control. But these things are a lot of takes a lot of momentum to keep them going. So yeah, if you let off that gas a little bit, you lose a lot of momentum.
Tell you what, like you said, coming home third tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to thank my team, LGR Motorsports, ABR Setup Shop, Redline Race Design, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, Coast to Coast for always putting on this awesome league. You, Joe, at OSRN for, taking on this broadcasting gig. You do an awesome job, man. I love it when you broadcast, and I want to thank everybody for watching.
There you go, third place, man. That's old Randy Shreves. Oh, they got me something I can move some guys now. Good deal. Well, let's bring up second place man here real quick, Jeff Flero. Jeff, join the booth. Got a copy? Flero, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, I do.
All right, well, hey, I tell you what, you got a fan club out there. You was able to muster this thing in second place. It was a drag race coming out of 4. Did you think you got that second place tonight?
Well, I wasn't sure. I had to look after I crossed the line, that's for sure.
Hey, look good. I mean, was that 305 handling really well for you? Which one did you like, the inside or outside lane?
Well, I like the outside, but I thought it was wearing out a little bit for the 305, so I decided before the last caution take a couple of runs down, and it seemed to work, but I didn't get nowhere. So in the end, yeah, no choice. I decided to try it.
Hey, definitely look good. You got the fan club out there saying the Canadian boy. You look strong tonight. You got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
Yeah, I want to thank Randy Shreves, who was outside of me and gave me just enough room, and apparently I didn't take too much, so it was very exciting coming to the line. Yeah, Sweetkin Speedway, you guys, Roger and his team, and of course my wife for letting me do this.
There you go, Jeff Flero pulling it off here tonight in second place. But this guy, he was the class of the field. Patrick, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
Well, you were able to master this thing. A lot of times I see cautions out here and the leader dominates and the track changes so much. Let me ask though, with a 305, with as less power as it has, do you think maybe the track changed, even though the track was changing, do you think it affects with the 305 like it might have affected with a 410 or a late model tonight and might have got you off your game?
Probably just because the 305 has less power, so if they had more power, then they had the bottom working a little bit better, or more lines would work. But it's just about keeping momentum up, and you try and do a slider or something just to gain one spot, you're going to lose some momentum. So I think helped me in that one, but then we'll see how the next 2 races go here.
That's right. We got the 360-410s. Here's a class of the field tonight, though, man. Putting it in victory lane. You got anybody else you want to thank on it?
I just thank the pill draw for giving me that number 1 pill in the first heat. You for coming back doing the broadcast for Hometown Heroes. Dad and Uncle back home watching, Training Wheels Racing, and Randy and Dittmer racing with me there.
That's your man tonight here, putting it in victory lane, Patrick Spangler. And like you said, that was E-Speed, Extreme E-Speed TV victory lane here tonight. Well, folks, man, I tell you what, that's just the 305. We got some more on board. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back here in a few. We got 360 wing sprints coming up here in just a few. We'll be right back here. Don't go anywhere.
Before they go fast and start the power slide, we salute you with the big blocks 4 wide, the crowd pounding, earth shaking, window rattling beast of the Northeast. It's the big block modified Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
All right, welcome back. And hey, you just saw the 305s. Now we're kicking it off with the 360 wing sprints, getting a little bit more power, a bit more heads up. But we got the heat race number 1 here tonight. Oh, that's by Flatline Racing Bodies here, presenting our heat race number 1. Let's grid them up real quick. As out front, Gavin Chapman's going to start out front. Brandon Dittmer there in second. Stephen Bixler third. Brian Dickens up in fourth. Andy Patton up in fifth. Roger Craig starting this one in sixth. Joseph Grandy there in seventh. And Nick Shell in the 8th place spot. As you can tell here already. But Flatline Racing Bodies, heat race number 1. If you're looking for some quality racing bodies produced by former NASCAR regional short track champion Dan Chapman in the iRacing hotbed of Clarence, Ohio. Check them out. Flatline Racing Bodies here tonight. Heat race number 1. 360s, more power, a little more oomph. Say it that way. Guys are able to able to get a little, just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, like Roger Craig didn't pit. He's going to start. Oh, he's going to start in the pits. He didn't pit. Wow. I got excited. Roger Craig didn't grid. Let's say it that way. Get it right.
Green, green.
Okay. Well, who's your favorites in here? What's up, Brian? Yeah, Brian. Hey, so you say you're going to sit this one out? Oh, man, come on. You got to get back out here. I got here and get it going. Green flag. Now you're going to see a little more sliders, as you can see right there. They got a lot more power to just shoot them things into the turn. And you're already seeing mayhem as Chapman goes way up high. Oh, we got a car on the wall. That's Andy Patton as he's up there trying to repaint that thing green. Not the way to do it, but you can tell right now the difference in the horsepower, the 305, 360. You ain't seen nothing yet till you see the 410. Big blockies out here. Those things will get it done. Dittmer out front, just walking the dog. Meanwhile, Shell's got his hands full with Grandy right behind him. Grandy's all over that back cush bar. You got Dickens hanging on in the 4th place spot. They're nose to tail right on board here with Dickens. He's sitting in the 4th place. He's got a good shot of that battle in front of him. There goes Grandy throwing the slide job haymaker. They'll be able to do it. Round to round they go. I call it the do-si-do. Up front, top cushion. You can see these cars, man, hang out that back end just a little bit more, or a lot more actually, than what the 305 did. Why? You got the power to be able to put it down and do it. 410s, hey, you better hang on with them things. Here comes the orange machine, down low. That's Grandy. Oh, he's about to clip the nose off there of Shell. Shell don't watch out. He's going to have Dickens on his back end. They'll be battling it out for 3rd, 4th place spot. Here comes Dickens to the inside. Dickens looking strong. Meanwhile, Dittmer out front. He's going to have company here. I think he's just going to run out of time, though, Grandy is. And he's not going to catch it. I think a big battle's going to happen back here with Dickens, Shell hanging on the 3rd. You got Dickens right back there in 4th. Bixler back in the back. White flag one more time. It's all Dittmer out front. I don't think Grandy's going to have enough time to catch him. They'll watch this battle for 3rd. Boom! Throws a haymaker in there. He just clipped him right in the jaw. Coming around final time, it's going to be Dickens taking the 3rd place spot. Yep. You got Dittmer, Grandy, Dickens. Heat race number 1. What a finish to that one. Woo! Loved it. Gotta love it. That's going to spin us to heat race number 2 here. Langdon Mechanical. That's right. And if you're at Langdon Mechanical, they are second to none for heating and air conditioning company in the Hamilton area, and promise their customers our own professionally trained Langdon specialist will be there for their personal every step of the way. And I'm telling you what, they guarantee you your customer satisfaction from start to finish. Sales, installation, and maintenance service is what they're about. 100% Langdon. As let's grid these boys up here tonight. Heat race number 2. Out front, Stephen Goldner. And you got Jeffrey Barker right there in 2nd. Chad Cote in 3rd. Jeffrey Kemper 4th. Brian S.R., he's up there in 5th. Donovan Ross 6th. And Barry Goldner up in the 7th place spot. Well, let me hear who you yanking for on this one. Who you pulling for? Who you hoping wins? Who you hope don't win? Well, I hope you don't want to see anybody wreck. Looks like Brian Moore Sr., though, not gridding in this one. Okay. Oh. All right. Opting to say, you know what? Well, hang it home and on this one.
Green flag, green
Good
flag.
night of racing here. Hometown heroes. Who don't like some hometown? Hometown cooking, hometown racing, and hometown hot dog. I like hot dogs, by the way. Green flag, Coda out front. Barker right behind him. Kemper hanging on the 3rd. Top 3 trying to get close to the nose to tail in a freight train. Oh, look at Jeffrey Barker. He's going to go down there, man, in that catfish lane. See if he can't catch something, boy. He caught something right there. He caught the back end. Or actually, he felt the back end of Kemper come up on there. Little punch in the back. Problem is, that dropped Kemper back there in the lap of Ross. Ross is looking strong. He's got his hands full with Goldner. Goldner's trying to throw a slide job to the inside. Oh, he loses a little bit of... Well, you got Goldner and Goldner. You got Barry and Steven. All right, there you go. Make up your mind which Goldner you want. One's in 5th, one's in 6th. Moore's right back there in 7th. You got Ross hanging on to the 4th place spot. Kemper going strong. And 3rd place. Out front, Kemper, Baker. Coda. He's out front. Baker right there in 2nd. Kemper 3rd. Well, Coda out right now. He's walking away. 3 to go here in this heat race number 2 here, Langdon Mechanical. You got Coda out front, Baker sitting in second, Kemper. Everybody's kind of top 3 spread out. Got to go back here to Ross and Goldner before you go to a little bit of side-by-side action. And you see Ross right there. He takes that inside lane and he goes up high. Goldner says, I'm going to put the slider move on you. We're going to catch the white flag coming around this time. Go to out front. Barker. Kemper. Oh, we got a battle heating up for second. Barker, Kemper. But is it going to last? Coming out of final turn, it's all going to be Coda. Barker's going to take it. Kemper up in the third. And what a heat race this was. Beautiful. Here tonight. Hometown heroes. Knoxville. Can't ask for no more. Heat race number 3. That's right. Pull it up here. Venom Racing. You know anything about Venom Racing? We need to check them out. They're the proud sponsor of the Coast2Coast Racing League's 358 modified division. That's Venom Racing for you. So let's grid up our heat race number 3. Randy Hollifield, man, out front. You got Cody Graham there in second. Nathan Aldridge up in third. G.J. Boydell in fourth. Jeff Flero in fifth. Cullen Johnson up in sixth. And Gary Taylor is going to pop the 7th place starting spot here for us in our heat race number 3. And get my swig of my tea over here. Hope everybody, that's a nice STP paint job with the armor all. I like that. All right, here we go. Holland, Graham, Aldridge. That gold STP. Glow in the dark machine. We'll see how well it does here tonight, though. It's some nice paint jobs. I always like looking at these guys get creative with their cars. Venom Racing, Heat Race 3 about to be underway. Lucy Olson, green flag. Boom, we're gone. Holland, Graham, Aldridge are already back here. You got Flero in this one. He had a pretty good finish in the last one. Let's see how he fares here in these 360 monster machines. These are more or less the halfway monsters till we get to the bad boys. Flero hanging on to that 4th place spot. Aldridge right there in 3rd. Meanwhile, Graham's right in 2nd and Holland out front in this one. Nothing they can do. G.J. Boydell. Remember, he likes that high side. He rumbled it. He got the Oswegan Speedway machine. Flying high. Gary Taylor back in 6th. Cullen Johnson back there with him. Taylor's trying to stay on the back cush bar. Your nose to tail. Let's ride along. Let's do it. He looks like, G.J. Boydell out there just smiling. Wait a minute. Don't doubt somebody else. And G.J. says, you know what? I'm going to just put my car up here on this one. Let's see if Flero has a picture. No, he didn't put no picture up yet. Oh, meanwhile, we got a battle for the lead. Well, it was starting to shape up for the lead. Graham is right there. He's harassing the back end of Holland. Oh, he got bumped in the back. He's going to put some STP moves on him. That is Cody Graham. Graham looking to the inside. He probably wants that outside move to him. You can just see how much more power these guys have got to put a slider on them. They're coming about 3 to go. Meanwhile, Aldridge and Flero back there talking about it. Those 2 guys are going to go wheel to wheel. Can't go really door to door because there's no doors here, so we go tire to tire. Aldridge, Flero. Flero, meanwhile, falls back into 4th. Aldridge up into that 3rd place spot. You got Graham hanging on to 2nd. Out front, Holland. Holland still under pressure from the STP man himself, Cody Graham. Graham's up there on that wicked cushion. He's moving in. He's going to see if he can't hook a chain to the back cush bar of him. Going to try maybe one more time. White flag out. Does he got what he needs? Up on the inside here. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's the official right there. Boom. We got a heat race 4. You better believe we do. Let's bring up a heat race number 4 here tonight. Our sponsor for it. Look at that. Moyer's Farm Management. And if you want to, Myers Farm Mountain's proud sponsor of the C2C retreads. That's 55 plus division. And when I say 55 plus, I ain't talking about 55 plus on the track. That's their age. But check out the retreads. Always fun, man. Get the guys out there, grid them up real quick. Randy Shreves out front, Patrick Spangler there in second, Tyler Bentonfield in third, Jim Bowie up in fourth, Bob DeGood in fifth, Kurt Shatner sixth, Jonathan Kuppa right there rounds out the 7th place spot. Here we go. Heat race number 4. Shreves, Spangler. Boom. Got it. Side by side. Green flag, Shreves, Spangler, Bentonfield. Uh-oh, got a few cars, man, already. And Schatzer's upside down, flipping. Boom, boom, he's crashed. Done. Out of this one already early. Wow, not a way, man, to get put out of it. But meanwhile, up front, remember Patrick Spangler? He dominated in the 305. Let's see how he does with a little bit more pedal power up underneath that foot. He's out front right now in his heats. He's got Shreves right there behind him. Bentonfield hanging on the 3rd. Everybody's kind of spread out. So you got Krumpa back in the 4th place spot. Meanwhile, Spangler up front. Shreves not been able to pull in yet. But he's back there just in case something goes haywire. Springfield, Illinois native himself, Randy Shreves. See 2 different lines. Shreves taking that high side on the cushion. Spangler's taking that low line down there. They caught the put lane. No, he ain't got to worry about no donuts here at Knoxville. He's only got to worry about, man, that big hill down there, hitting that bump. He hits that bump in the wrong way, he'll be out there trying to 2-wheel Joey Chitwood show this thing. Reeves out front. Gonna be a good season. Hear who your drivers are. Same drivers out there y'all pulling for in this one as it was the last one. Or maybe somebody new. Never know. Spangler out front, Shreves there in second, Bentonfield hanging on the 3rd. Boy, I tell you what, look at Shreves. He's trying. Again, you've just got that more power. You've got that more slider. You can see these cars are able to do more of a slider move than what the 305s. The 305s were more just grounded into the dirt a lot more. Just can't do much. They were more like, solid. These cars, more like out there slipping and sliding. Look at them. Slider lines right now. Spangler is. And he's running into tire track. Shreves, as we got white flag. 2 more turns going down the back stretch. Final time. 3-4 coming out of it. Spangler's leading it. Shreves there in second. Bentonfield 3rd. Krumpa 4th. Bow. Well, we got old DeGood going to come up in 6th. So what a heat race. Number 4. Woohoo! See what we're going to have coming up here. We're going into the warm-up or we're going into LCQ. Oh, we're going to have an LCQ tonight. Uh-oh. We're going to bring the house down. We know what that means. LCQ, Gambler Motorsports. B-Main here. If you have not checked out Gambler Motorsports, they are an esports racing team that competes weekly across the iRacing platform. And their team, they have entries in dirt, sports, asphalt, oval, and they even compete in some endurance racing. They competed in the prestigious 24 Hours Daytona Le Mans. Check them out, Gambler Motorsports on Facebook, and give them a follow and a like. As right now, let's grid these boys up in our first LCQ. Steve Bixler out front in this one, as he got Barry Goldner there in second, G.J. Boydell 3rd, Jim Bowie up in 4th, Gavin Chapman 5th, Stephen Goldner 6th, Gary Taylor 7th, Bobby Good 8th, Andy Patton 9th, Brian SR 10th, Colin Johnson 11th, Kurt Shatner 12th, and Roger Craig right there 13th place spot. Here we go, lights ball pace truck, 360 wing sprints. Pace trucks in, Bixler company up. Who's staying? Who's going home?
Green, green, green.
10-lap shootout here. Consolation time, and boom, Bixler. He's trying to talk it over with Barry Goldner. Goldner's up high, Bixler goes down low, but meanwhile behind him, G.J. Boydell says, I'm coming in. Whoa, Boydell didn't get it done. He gets up there and slams the wall just a little bit. So Boydell and Chapman back and forth. That's a nose-to-tail race. Chapman back there. Look out. Boydell said, I'm going for my 2-for-1 special. See if I can't get it. He got denied right here. Down on the bottom side track. And then you got Chapman, Bixler up top. Goldner still out front. Here comes Chapman throwing a slide job. Is he going to bring Boydell with him? Nope. Boydell's going to think about 3 wide. Could have maybe punched him in the back and helped him along. That's what you call a hard draft here on the back side of the dirt tracking. Meanwhile, Taylor, remember earlier, somebody hurt his paw and then punched him in the butt. Well, he got that thing fixed, wrapped up, looking good. He got his Bulldog machine back out here. And he's watching that battle. He's on the back end of Boydell. Meanwhile, up front, it's heating up for the lead. Goldner was safe and sound, but then the next thing you know, he looks up. He's got Bixler and Chapman going, where'd these guys come from? And here comes old Chapman. He does. He said, I'm tired of riding behind y'all. Goldner's going, you kidding me? 5 to go. Chapman guy just comes out of nowhere, throws a huge slider on us. Bixler now's in trouble. He goes from the lead. He's going to fall back to 3rd. Now he's going to fall back to 4th as G.J. Boydell. So what happened to Goldner? He fell asleep behind the wheel and is falling all the way back to 4th. Bixler right now hanging on to 2nd, but Chapman, the man out front, he's found something and loving it. Looking strong. G.J. Boydell hanging on to that 3rd place spot himself. Barry Goldner right there. Chapman up 4 spots in this one. Gary Taylor right there in 5th. Roger Craig. We'll say the old retread himself out here rumbling. He's up 5 spots. Oh boy, up in 8th. Looking strong. White flag one more time. Chapman's got this thing under wraps so far. Meanwhile, the battle I think is going to be here for 2nd and 3rd. Bixler's got it. They're going to come into 3 and 4 final time as Boydell throws a huge slider on him. Is it going to stick out of 4? Yes, it is. It's going to be Chapman, Boydell, and Bixler, your top 3 here in our consolation. And whoo, what a good one. What a good one. That was strong. Oh. Okay. If we go to a warm-up, better believe it. Intermission time here, folks. Oswego Speedway intermission here. Again, we talk about Friday nights. If you ain't got nothing to do, it's all free. Check out GeForce TV. They feature live programming year-round, countless hours of on-demand video. And did I say it was all free? All free. GeForce TV, check them out. Be right back here, though, to check out some of the sponsors and all here on the intermission. Got about 2 minutes left. Don't go anywhere.
Before they go fast and start the power slide, we salute you with the big blocks, 4 wide. The ground-pounding, earth-shaking, window-rattling beast of the Northeast. It's the Big Block Butterfly Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
All right, folks, here we go. We're going back to our feature time here. And that's right. We're going to get set here for our Super Dirt Car Series starting lineup. If you've not checked out the Super Dirt Car Series, the Northeast Premier Series, showcasing the big block modified premier drivers, Florida to Canada, Super Dirt Car Series. They visit some awesome, exciting tracks. Ground pounding, earth shattering, window rattling beasts from the Northeast Super Dirt Car Series. Let's line up and grid these boys up here. Look out. Brandon Dittmer out front here. Chad Cota out front and starting in second. Richard Holland there in third. Patrick Spangler in fourth. Joseph Grandy there in fifth. Jeffrey Barker up in sixth. Cody Graham there in seventh. Randy Shreves up in eighth. Brian Dickens ninth. Jeffrey Kemper 10th. Jeff Valero 11th. Tyler Bittenfield 12th. Nick Shell there in 13th. Donovan Ross 14th. Nathan Aldridge 15th. Jonathan Crumpa there in 16th. Gavin Chapman up in 17th. G.J. Boydell in 18th. Stephen Bixler 19th. Barry Goldner 20th. Gary Taylor up there in the 21st. Then you've got Roger Craig is going to be, Andy Patton going to be in the 22nd. Stephen Goldner 23rd. And Roger Craig there in the 24th spot. So, woo! That's your, that's your Super Dirt Car Series lineup here. Don't forget about Young Guns Creation drone view here, but we're getting set for the Lucy Olson green flag. She's number 3 on the court, number 1 in our hearts. I'll put the link out there. Get your Lucy Olson Basketball's Fun gear now for March Madness and beyond. I'll put the link out there for you to order your merchandise today. Here we go. Got our hard charger here too. Flatline Racing Bodies. Getting set. Don't be shy out there. Let me hear who you running, who you talking about, who you pulling for. I know you're out there watching. Don't get quiet on me. Green flag. Dittmer hammers the gas on this one. Oda and company right behind him. Look out. Holland and Spangler, they're going to go 3-4. Baker right behind him. Boy, I don't know who that was. I think that was Grandy. That was Grandy. He put a heck of one. Oh, somebody got us a naughty dog caution. Let's go into Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. It's back here with all this. Oh, looked like Green Machine going back there. Maybe got a tire hook. Yep, a little bit of tire hooking and boom, bam, in the wall. Ouch. Done. Woo. All right, well, that's your Malcolm Mills replay. Oh, who we got out there? Christopher, you're going for Big John, number 98. All right, I got to find who Big John, number 98. Give me a little more info on who Big John, number 98 is. Sometimes the numbers don't add up to what they have. You know, it might have a custom number on them. Let me know who that number 98 is. I don't see any Big Johns out here. Not in this. You talking about Jonathan Crumpa? If you are, he's in the pits already. Hope not. He's already starting off on a bad foot. Foot's hurt. All right. Sorry about that. My nose wanting to go a little haywire here tonight. The one that just got ready. Okay. Christopher says, yeah, well, I spoke too soon. The one that just got punted into the wall. Man, what a way, man. You're out there, you're pulling for your guy, and then boom, next thing you know, boom, he wrecks. I've had that happen so many times with the broadcaster jinx on him, put a voodoo. Get set here for Lucy Olson restart. Dittmer, Coda, Holland, Spangler, and Grandy, top 5. These are the 360 wing sprints. This is what happens when someone drives. Well, you know what? I agree with you on that one. You don't want that to happen on these things. Too much power, open wheel. Can't get up there, man, bump and grind. Not like you can with maybe like a late model or something. Green flag, Dittmer's out here. Meanwhile, him and Coda, excuse me, Coda gets his jump. Spangler, boy, these guys are way up there ripping the top side cushion. You can see Dittmer, he's up there banging the wall down, trying to rearrange the fence here at Knoxville. Holland's down low. Brandy's in second. It's a 2x2 all the way back. Ooh, the ticker's going to get settled. It does. 18 to go in this one. Let's go back about mid-pack. Remember, we got to talk about a hard charger, flatline racing body hard charger. We got to give that to this man right now, Gavin Chapman. But, well, he goes off just a little bit. But we talk about Gavin Chapman as of right. Well, no, he's not. Steven Goldner would actually have that hard charger. He's up 7 spots, but he's back here in a hornet's nest. But watch it. Meanwhile, third place race for the leads. Pow! Man, I'm tell you what, where did Patrick Spangler come from? He took the 305s. He said, I'm taking 360s too. He's trying to make it a triple threat and wipe them all out. Dittmer, Coda, top 3 here. Let's go to Codem Graham, Mr. Super Modified from Oswego Speedway. Okay. Well, Graham right now not looking too bad. Where's he at? He's up here in the 8th place spot trying to get it. He got a nice looking car. I got to give him that too. We got a car that's slow on the track. Tyler. Oh, he's on in the pit spot. Oh, but caution out. Oh, what happened to our Jeffrey Baker? Malcolm Mills replay to see what happened here. Somebody got a naughty dog caution. Oh, he just ricocheted off the wall, and then from there he just got obliterated. I mean, him, everybody else, and whew, that was a lick. That is virtual because it's not. That could end up being a killer lick. Malcolm Mills replay on it here. Where's everybody talking from tonight? I know we got to have some guys, man, from Canada here tonight. I'm in the States, in the NC area. See what's happening. Spangler out front in this one. Great sponsors here so far. But this right here is our feature tonight. Flatline Racing Bodies, hometown heroes. You're going to see it week in and week out every Wednesday night here on the Coast to Coast Racing Network. You got to check it out. Hit the likes, hit the shares. I know the league appreciate it. We'll even give you a shout out too, because we are on Facebook side of things. But mostly, man, we're over on the YouTube. We're on the OSR Network on Facebook and dirtfan.com. Y'all got to give love. Check it, all the info. If you want all the info, check out c2crl.com. That's c2crl.com. It will give you everything you need to know about Coast to Coast Racing Network. Spangler starting out front here, along with Chad Coda. Dittmer, third. Grandy there in fourth. Randy Shreves up in fifth. Side by side. Green flag's about to fly. Spangler gets the jump on the field. It's going to put Coda right here. He gets a good start too over Dittmer. Dittmer says, you know what? Even though you got that good start and you want to stay up on that top side cushion, I'm going to run it down here on the bottom and see if I can't put a slide job on you. He's falling back just a little bit. Grandy back there in the 4th place spot. Randy Shreves, Jeffrey Kemper up top. Everybody's looking smooth. We're riding along here, though, on the top end of Dittmer. He's on fire. Chill killer. Killer killer. Whoa. Got a wall, too. Gotta hang on to that thing. Like a riding bronco. That's going to put him in the clutch of the sheet. Oh. And he got into the wall again. And that looked bad. Let's go back and watch it one more time. Malcolm Mills replay. He's up there on that cushion. You can only do so much against that wall. If he had to slow up a little bit of what happened to him. No, he's just up there on the cushion. He got in the wall himself. Drove it in there, had to slow up, got in the wall again. Got it straightened. Got back up into the wall again, and then from there, I don't know who the other one was, just kind of flying in there, and then he lost his wing. He lost his hat on the top of his car. Now he went from a wing sprint, just a sprint. Caution out there, Malcolm Mills. Replay with the Naughty Dog. Caution here tonight. Like that Naughty Dog, Salty Dog. I don't know why I'm saying Naughty Dog. My bad, I'm sorry about that. Salty Dog's caution. I get it right. Some of these sponsors are new to me, so Salty Dog. I don't know what he's salty about. They're a team composed of many of the senior members of the Coast2Coast Racing League and have been released from the home to create havoc and chaos on the track. Whenever 3 or more dogs are in a race, a dog bone will be awarded to the highest finisher. So in other words, Salty Dog, caution, means it's all the old guys raiding out of the home, getting up here on the track. Gotcha. Oh, man. I don't know why I was saying Naughty Dog. My bad. Salty Dog. Naughty Dog makes the... Yeah, they do. I don't know why I was saying Naughty Dog so much, man. Look, I get some of these sponsors right. Some of them are new to me. I got my thing in front of me. We'll get it right first night here. You know, we can't get the little... I got to get the cobwebs out of me. You know, got to get all that the rust off. You know, bear with me. I'm an old guy, too. I'm going to be up here with the senior crowd before it's over with. Green flag back at it. Lucy Olson. We got Spangler out front. Coder there in second. Grandy right behind him. Flero. Trees and Company's going to talk about it back here. Third, fourth, and fifth place spot. Randy Shreves, Flero. These are the 360 wing sprints. They're going back and forth, side by side. You put one-man slider job, but they I see right now, they're already up on that top side cushion. Remember that wall. It's risk versus reward when you get up there and bang on that wall just a little bit. Steven Goldner's back here watching in the 6th place spot. He is the hard charger right now. Flat line body when that is, and he is bodying everybody with 18 spots up. Wow, are you kidding me? Down on the bottom, he's going for a slide job move. Woo! You want to talk about a guy on a tear through the track. That means he's come from way back in the back up front. Go, man, go. Steven Goldner right here. Slider moves. He threads the needle. Caution. Uh-oh. Got some more Salty Dogs, and we talk about a senior. Hadn't talked about him much all night. That's Roger Craig. Craig right here. Well, he had a little help and then was like, I got it, never mind. They're just trying to make it look good. Roger Craig spinning. Malcolm Mills, replay. Flero, make us Canucks look proud. Canucks. Well, Flero right now is doing pretty good. He's up to 4th. He's up 7 spots. I mean, nobody's come to the field like Goldner has. I don't know what Goldner's out. He's on speed or he's on nitromethane or something out there. I mean, they're going to have to check him and check his car for illegal substance because he's been able to come up 17 spots through the field. I mean, that's a heck of a run tonight. You want to talk about flatline bodies? I mean, he has flatlining everybody he's went by. It's like, whew. Don't watch out because, you know, we talk about some of the retread 55-plus guys out here. You do that too many times, Bubba, they might flatline. We don't want that to happen, but, you know, hey, flatline their car. Here we go. Spangler, though, this guy, he is on the night here at Hometown Heroes, kicking off the spring-summer season. I'm going to say spring. It's not really going to go into the summer. So we'll say the spring season here at the Hometown Heroes. Hopefully we'll be back here for the summer season, and that's going to be up to Roger and company. You know, I've enjoyed it so far. Spangler out front, Coda right there in second. Tonight, Spangler's trying to make it 2 for 2, maybe 3 for 3. See what happens. Green flag, drop the hammer, bam! Spangler gets a huge jump over Coda. Coda's trying to see if he can't pull him in. He's going to have to put a tow truck chain on the back end of that car, Spangler, if he wants anything. Meanwhile, Flaro's under fire. He's trying to go to the inside of Grandy to try to take away that third place spot, as Shreve's back here's got trouble with Goldner. He's up 18. Oh, we got a guy in the wall. I think that's Graham. He lost. No, it's not Graham. Not Andy Patton. What in the world was it? I went up in there and lost her wing. Oh, well, as we were trying to find a guy that lost a wing. Meanwhile, oh no. Go back here to the Salty Dog. You want to talk about dog? He's got the dog on it. Remember earlier somebody hurt his paw? Well, he went up there and did a sidekick on another machine. And then he went to the wall and punched his nose. Oh, ouch. That was Gary Taylor, Malcolm Mills replay. Whew. Well, that dog's a little salty. Y'all want to see what the Salty Dog? There you go, Salty Dog caution. That's what it looks like. Yeah, that's what I say. Mojo. Ouch. But it's been all this guy out front here, Spangler. He dominated the 305s. He's dominating the 360s right now. Will the track change, though, or will he be able to keep up with what the track is? Remember, I think the only saving grace here is the amount of laps. If we were talking maybe about a 40, 50 lap race, which hopefully not, even in a 40, 50 lap race, with as short as these cautions are being, he can probably keep up with the track. It becomes a huge problem out front when the leader is out front and there is they run about 10 laps and then there's a caution. They run about another 8 or 9 laps and there's a caution. After a while, that becomes an issue to the man out front because the track changes and he starts losing his concentration to the track, rhythm, etc., etc. These 2-lap, 3-lap cautions, usually not too bad. They can keep up with it. Like to see green flag. Lucy Olsen went here. Back at it. Spangler jumps to the front. Coda's right behind him. Grandy's going to look to that inside as Flaro's right there on the back cush bar of him. Oh, he puts a slider up there in front of Shreves, trying to slow him down. Shreves has got Goldner all over the back end. That's our flatline hard charger. And you want to talk about another hard charger, up 13 spots. That's Andy Patton. So he's moving. Caution. Another Salty Dog out here. Let's go to Malcolm Mills replay. See, Donovan Ross. Not the night he wants to see it. I'm going to tell you, that wall's going to be the one that has just took out more drivers than anything. And everybody just slows up. In. Whamma. All I got to say on that subject. Y'all enjoying the racing? Y'all looking like it's been fun tonight? I think it's been fun. We're at race number 2. About to head up. We got 4 10-wing sprints after this, so don't go nowhere. Because we got 4 10-wing sprints. And then our last race of the night will be a short one. We're going to the asphalt side of things. So that's right. We're going from dirt to jumper on over there to the asphalt side with some tour mods. I have a little short race there with it. I think we're going to Southern National later on. Got it concluded here tonight for Hometown's Heroes here at Knoxville. It'll be 3 laps here for our feature, so once we get this done, don't go nowhere. Still got the bad boys, 410. Spangler out front, Coda right behind him. Yeah, have y'all enjoyed the racing tonight? I thought it's been stellar so far to kick off the season here for the Hometown Heroes Flatline Racing Body here for the Coast to Coast Racing Network. Coast to Coast Racing League. Check out everything you need to know, c2crl.com. You know, we'll get into the points as the season progresses. We'll get into, the driver of the weeks. Stuff like that we'll get into. I mean, tonight's kind of the opening night. Not a lot going on as far as that goes, but we'll get into it. Green flag back here. Lucy Olsen restart. You got Spangler gets that jump on Coda out front. Here comes Grandy down low. Flareo's right behind him. Shreves up high. They're banging off the wall left and right. Here we go, Shreves. Gonna go 2 by 2. Grandy. Shreves. White flag one more time. We're going to end this one. Can Spangler hang on to the outside? We'll watch this 3rd and 4th place battle because it's heating up out of 3 and 4 final time. Here comes Grandy. Flareo's down to the inside. Is he going to be able to hang on to the slide job? Yes, he does. He gets 3rd place. Are you kidding? It's awesome. Spangler out front. Coda comes in second. Flareo's going to pull her off in that 3rd place. But, man, what a finish to this one. That was awesome. As we're going to go and see if we can't get a word in here with some of these guys again. What's up, Gary? Very entertaining. Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Hey, man, I love interacting with the crowd out there, too. So, we'll see. We got Flaro going to be up here, so we'll get him up here and get a word with a 3rd place man. Whoops. Flaro, Joey in the booth, you got a copy? Jeff, Joey in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Oh, okay. Sound like you're getting you a cup of coffee back there, but I tell you what, you were looking strong. Got that 3rd place. Had a lot more power into that pedal here with these 360s than you did with the 305s. Was there anything maybe you could have done to reel in those top 2 guys?
I couldn't have got up to the top 3 any quicker. A lot of competition and fighting with the track.
Hey, I tell you, man, like you said, kind of fighting with the track out there. Now, that wall looked treacherous up there. Was you kind of worried about going up on that top side cushion?
Yeah, I was just waiting for it to wear out because I've been pretty good on the bottom here, so hopefully I can do the same thing coming to 410 race.
Absolutely. Tell you what, you're going to have a lot of horsepower underneath that one, but you came in 3rd tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, thank Roger, his team, you, Joe, for the broadcast, Glenn, Tina, the Sweeping Speedway, and the wifey.
Here you go, 3rd place man, old Jeff Flaro. Well, you got the guy here, came in 2nd. Coda, he tried, but couldn't get up our... Oh, Chad, you waiting booth, got a copy?
I got you.
Well, Chad, tell you what, anything else you might have could have done to hook on the back end and pull Spangler in?
No, I gave it all I had. I wasn't going up near the top. I didn't like it up there, so I just ran my line and just pretty much followed him, unfortunately.
It looks like that wall probably kind of got out there and beat a lot of people tonight. You had a lot more power in the 360. Did that help you, or do you feel maybe that maybe hurt you on this track?
You just got to be good with your right foot, really. It's no different than like our regular league races, right? It might have been a little bit more grip, but you just got to feather the throttle and you'll be all right.
Hey, tell you what, was able to hold on, coming 2nd. Man, you got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, my whole race team, American Dirt Motorsports, our sponsors, Dirt Company, Media House, Ram Designs, 34 Raceway, you guys for the broadcast, and Roger for the league.
There you go, 2nd place man, old Chad Coda. Well, let's bring up in Victory Lane here, the Extreme E-Speed TV Victory Lane, Patrick Spangler. Joanne Booth, got a copy?
Yep, gotcha.
Are you trying to pull the lottery and go 3 for 3? You're already 2 for 2 here tonight, kicking off the Flatline Bodies Hometown Heroes. Did it feel coming from the 305 to the 360?
Felt good. Get another good pole draw starting that pole of the heat race, but more speed, so that way if you mess up a turn, you have a little bit more leeway to get that back, because in the 305 you just lose your momentum and it takes a while to get that back up. So definitely more comfortable in the 360. We'll see how the 410 goes.
Well, that's what I was about to say, is now you go for the bad boys of the wing sprints to the 410s. You're going to have all the power in the world in that car. What is maybe your game plan to control that power over the 360?
I might just have to pull the wing back a little bit more. Hopefully it'll be right around the top side again. The bottom side may come in the 410s. We'll have to see.
Tell you what, 2 for 2, back-to-back wins. You got anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, just you for putting the broadcast again. Roger for running the league, everything he does. Dad and Uncle back home watching. Wife here let me race. And Training Wheels Racing with Brandon and Grandy racing with me tonight.
There you go. That's your Flatline Bodies, a Hometown Hero 360 wing sprint winner here. Folks, don't go anywhere. We got 410 wing sprints coming up. And, McKay, yes, we do got Tour Mods. They're not next, but we got 410s coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Going to switch up some server here real quick. Folks, it's been a good one so far. We'll be right back here in just a few.
Before they go fast and start to power slide, we salute you with the big blocks 4 wide, the ground pounding, earth shaking, window rattling beast of the Northeast. It's the big block butterfly Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
Jesse Olsen, talented sophomore.
All right, here we go. 410 wing sprints. And I'm going to tell you what, we're going to hit it off with our Heat race number 1. That's right. Flatline Bodies heat race number 1 here tonight. And if you're looking for an awesome quality racing bodies produced by a former NASCAR regional short track champ, that would be Dan Chapman. Look no further. iRacing hotbed at Clarence, Iowa. Flatline Racing. Let's grid them up here. Starting line up for heat race 1. Stephen Goldner out front. Andy Patton starts in second. Joshua Grandy there in third. Brendan Lacey fourth. Nathan Aldridge fifth. Jeffrey Kemper sixth. Gary Taylor seventh. And Kyle Moonen up in the 8th place spot. Now, if you think it's been exciting so far with the 305s, 360s, Goldner's going to start in the back. The 410s, physically looking, there's not much difference you could tell. Aldridge is starting in the back. Everybody's starting in the back. Yes. But underneath the hood or the middle of that machine, there is a big size motor, 410 cubic inches of big block monster power, and a lot of speed. I mean, you got to look, these cars are only like 1,200, 1,300 pounds. And you're talking almost an 800-900 horsepower motor. It's basically these guys are sitting on top of a motor transmission with wheels and a steering wheel. It's go time. Lucy Olson, green flag, heat race 1, flatline bodies out front. Grandy looking strong. You're going to see a lot more slider action here as Kyle Moonen throwing it on the inside. He's going to see if he can't moon everybody as he goes by. Boom, he's caught in the middle though. Kemper down low, Goldner. Remember, he was a hard charger last time. He's right there. They're tearing it up. The good thing though with that power is you might be able to control the slide a little bit more or a little better. Although you've got all the power in the world sitting under that foot. I'm expecting action here. Hey, I'm expecting a lot of action here. It's going to be good, and you can see it. 2x2, look at a slide job. Moonen throws on him. I told you, he puts it on Goldner. Goldner says, looks good. I saw that full moon going by. Then I said, I'm going to shut the lights off on it. He does. Goldner throws a slide job. Moonen falls back to the 3rd place spot. Brendan Lacey right back here in the 4th. He's got his hands full with Kemper and company. Kemper going to look like he's going to drive her down the inside there. He might go touch some tires. Don't want that to happen. Young gun himself, Kemper. He's going to put a slider move. Drove him up the track. White flag. Boy, it goes by quick with these guys. Man, you blink, man, we're done. Grandy out front in this one. Goldner's trying that last dash effort down the bad stretch, 3 and 4 final time. Meanwhile, Kyle Moonen's going to drag race him into 3 and 4. Oh, Goldner, he stuffed it in the wall. Whamma, but he's able to get it done. Stays in 3rd. What a heat race number 1. Here we go. Let's pound it on our heat race number 2. Langdon Mechanical heat race number 2 here tonight. That's right. It's second to none. Heating and Air Conditioning Company from Hamilton area and promised their customers their own professional trained Langdon specialist. I tell you what, if you're in that Hamilton area, check out the heating and air conditioning there of Langdon Mechanical. Let's grid these bad boys up here for heat race number 2. Out front, Brandon Dittmer there in the top spot. Randy Shreve second. Jeffrey Barker there sitting in 3rd. Barry Goldner going to start in the 4th place spot. Jeff Flero there in 5th. And Gavin Chapman starting 6th. And Chad Cota there in the 7th place spot. Here for our 410 wing sprints. Ground pounding. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Wherever you're watching from. If you're watching from the Coast2Coast Racing Network on YouTube, gotta love it. Check it out. Hit the like, shares. Hit those follow buttons. Hey, we're even over on the Facebook side. Figured we'd throw it over there. Hey, the more the merrier. If you're watching on that side, appreciate it too. Got us on dirtfan.com tonight. Because we're dirt racing. Why not? Heat race 2 here. Langdon Mechanicals. Bringing the action to you here in the heat race number 2. Getting ready for the Lucy Olson. He's 3 on that, 3 on the number. 1 in the hearts. Here we go. Dittmer out front. Well, never mind. Shreve says, I want that spot. He's going to look to the inside. I think with these 410s, you've got the inside, outside, and middle as options. And this track has been racy right now with the slower cars. It's been pretty much an outside affair. Look at that slider line, though. Dittmer tried it, could not get it. Kind of bogged down just a little bit. You see Shreves out there. Meanwhile, Goldner behind him. Barry hanging on the third. Race is on for fourth and fifth. Graham Flero, who's going to get that one? Flero's to the inside, Graham to the outside. Andy Shreves, though, still controlling the field out front. Go back here, 3 wide mashup. You got Chapman, Goldner, Flero. Those 2 guys are going to talk about it. Here comes Chapman, Goldner, and the backside. And as I say that, Shreves had it up top. He might have hit the wall. Look out. Dittmer pulled it up on the back end of him. Riding here with him. He's on fire. Chiller killer. Brandon Dittmer trying to see if he can't reel in that man on the top front. Graham right now, we've got to watch out. You get too close to that wall, get out there and bite you. Flero's going to run it. White flag one more time. Randy Shreves got a couple more turns to get it done. Bad stretch, final time 4:10. Heat race 2 here. Lane and Mechanical 3 and 4. It's going to be Randy Shreves, Dittmer, and Graham is going to hang on to the third place spot. What a heat race number 2. These guys are flying. That puts us into heat race number 3. Heat race number 3. Venom Racing. That's right. They're the proud sponsors of the Coast2Coast Racing League's 358 Modified Division. Gonna wait here. That racing's gonna pull us right over here to heat race number 2. Venom Racing heat race number 2. That or 3. Excuse me, not the 2, 3. Let's grid these boys up. Steven Bixler out front. Donovan Ross starting in second. Cody Graham there in third. Patrick Spangler, who's been the man on a tear all night long, starting there in fourth. He says training wheels racing. He took the training wheels off tonight and been beating up on them. Nick Shell there in fifth. Randy Holland up in sixth. And Sean Grace in seventh. I get a kick out of old Patrick Spangler with training wheels racing. Hey, if he's training, I'd hate to see when he gets out of training because he's going to be a heck of a Jedi. That's all I got to say. Whew. Right now, Donovan Ross out front going to start us with this one. Steven Bixler. Venom Racing. They sponsor the Coast2Coast Racing 358 division. Modified division, that is. Check that out. Again, go to c2crl.com. Get all your info. What's going on in the league. What's happening. Go out everything. Now, once we get done with these 410 wing sprints, folks, we still got something special. We're going to go from dirt to asphalt.
Green flag, green flag.
Talk about a transition. We're going to late models. But we got to get past these bad boys first. Donovan Ross gets to jump out front. Steven Bixler there behind him. Here comes Patrick Spangler. They're going to go side by side. Holland back here. That's a huge battle for second, third, and fourth as you got Donovan Ross trying to walk away from it. Spangler again. How does he do it? I don't know what he's got, but tonight he has just got super juice in the side of those cars. I mean, he's been able to get it done. That is a heck of a run. 4 laps here. Is he going to take the lead here in this heat race? Somebody needs to stop this man. He's like Superman on the track. Put some sponsors on that machine. Heck, put OSR Network sticker on there. That'll give him another 50 virtual horses or something. He took the lead. Patrick Spangler's trying to make it 3 for 3 in the opening night. He's already had a fantastic dominating night, but boy, Donovan Ross says, you know what, I'm about to spoil your show. He throws a haymaker on the inside. Here comes Spangler, going to crisscross him back. White flag. You can see how much more fast. They're like 2 seconds faster than what the other guys are. That's huge on the track. White flag, Spangler out front. Boy, Ross is going, don't know how he does it. Oh, caught the inside burn just a little bit. Maybe that'll hiccup the car. Holland, you can see him back there in third, 3 and 4, final time. It's going to be Patrick Spangler putting it in victory lane for your heat race number 3. Venom Racing here tonight. I tell you, can Spangler be stopped? Ross, Holland, top 3. Woo! Let's flip this thing over to heat race number 4. That puts us into Boyer Farm Management of Clarence, Ohio. Boyer's Farm, proud sponsor of the C2C Retreads. That's the 55 plus division. You might as well say that's the old division. Let's grid it up. See who we got in this one. Bob DeGood, the man out front. You got Kurt Shatner starting there in second. Jonathan Krumpa in third. Gary Offit up in fourth. Brad Wetzel in fifth. Roger Craig there in sixth. And Zach Chapman in seventh. Looks like we do got a couple guys over the 55 mark in this one. I know DeGood and Craig both are retread drivers. And instead of just saying the old guys, they call it the retreads, because if you know anything about tires, retreads means you take an old tire and then you just put a new coat over the top of it.
Green.
And there you go. Green flag. Hope that explained it to you a little bit. As we got the Lucy Olson start, Shatner and company, they're good. Right behind them, though, Offit's trying to hang on to the top side. Krumpa, he's back in forward. Wetzel, Craig. Those guys back there with Chapman and company going to go 3 wide. Look at Roger Craig. He's showing us, man, look, I ain't lost a step in all these years. He's up top in the 5th place spot, looking strong. Kurt Shatner, though, out front leading this one. And that colorful machine. He's got white, green, black, red, fire, everything on it. Uh-oh, Zach Chapman upside down. He's dead. Craig's going, whew, dodged the bullet. Offit right here hanging on the second. Trying to wheel in our leader. 3 to go, be 2 to go when he crossed the line. This time by heat race 4 here. The Moyer Farm heat race 4. Bob DeGood. That's Mr. Bob DeGood. Looking good right now, up in 3rd place. Krumpa right there in the 4th place spot. But it's all these guys. This man here, Chatzer, about to take the white flag and make her one more time. He has moved out. He's almost got a second lead over Offit and DeGood. DeGood's under fire. Krumpa's right here. This is a battle for 3rd. 3 and 4 final time. I think Bob DeGood's going to be able to hang on to it. So it's going to be Shatner, Offit, and DeGood, the top 3. Job. Woo! What a race. Race 4. Okay, B main time here. So we did put it in the consolation. Here tonight, Gambler Motorsports and Eve Sports Racing team. They compete across the iRacing platform. Teams got drivers in dirt, sport, asphalt, oval, and even they do the endurance racing. So check those guys out at Gambler Motorsports on Facebook and give them a follow. Let's grid it up here for our B main here tonight. Jeffrey Kemper out front. Jeff Flero starting in second. Stephen Bixler there in third. Roger Craig going to be in the 4th place. Gary Taylor 5th. Jeffrey Barker there in 6th. John Gray 7th. Brad Wetzel there in 8th. Nathan Aldridge 9th. Barry Golden up in the 10th. Nick Shell there in 11th. Zach Chapman 12th. And Andy Patton in the 13th place spot. Whew. Oh, Dean said he won the retread dirt this week. Uh-oh, okay, all right. Is the reason why maybe you didn't make tonight was because you won the retreads and you had to have a week? You got tired? Is that what it was?
Green.
All right, green flag. About 9 laps here with Flero Kemp. We got Baker, or Bixler, excuse me, right here in the 3rd place. Kemper's right behind him. Actually, Taylor's right behind him. We'll get it right here in a minute. Flero out front. Everybody's kind of single file. Boy, look at this spread up in the front side. Here comes Roger Craig. He's got that Pit Stop podcast. Check that out on the Coast to Coast Racing Network on YouTube. He's in the 5th place spot. Oh! Boy, you got a lot of wrecking going on back here in the back. We got cars upside down. Boom, boom, boom. Greg out front. Grace. Wetzel. Laro. Laro out front. Kemper. Bixler. Taylor. Oh no, are you kidding? Bixler was right there and he just got knocked out of the top spot. He was sitting in 3rd. Oh, and just like that is night. Wow. Woo. Greg up in 4th. Taylor there in 3rd. Kemper. All right, Flero, Kemper, Taylor, Craig, Grace, Wetzel, Baker, Barker. Well, I'm saying Baker, but it's Barker. Chapman, Shell, Aldridge. Right now, Flero coming to it, 3 to go. 2 to go. Kemper. Two to go. Laro, Kemper. Bananas. Yeah, that's right. Laro. Kemper. Taylor. White flag one more time. Flero here. Kemper. Taylor. Greg. Greenfin. That's the checkered. What a finish to this one here. Gambling Motorsports B Main. Got a little bit of intermission here. Our Oswegan Speedway intermission, folks. And like I said, I always love it. Friday nights, you want free racing? Check out GeForce TV. They got live programming year-round, countless hours of on-demand video. And did I say it was free? All free. Check it out on GeForce TV. We'll be right back here in just a few. Get us some heads up here. We'll be right back.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
All right, here we go. Feature time, starting lineup, Super Dirt Car Series lineup, the Northeast Big Block Series here. As let's grid these boys up here for our feature, the 410s. Kyle Moonen out front in this one. Randy Shreves there in second. You've got Patrick Spangler up, who's dominated tonight. In third, Kurt Shatner starting fourth. Stephen Goldner in fifth. Brandon Dittmer starting sixth. Donovan Ross in seventh. Gary Offit up in eighth. Joseph Grandy ninth. Gavin Chapman up in 10th. Richard Holiday there in 11th. Bob DeGood in 12th. Brendan Lacey 13th. Chad Cota 14th. Cody Graham in 15th. Jonathan Krumpa in 16th. Jeff Flero 17th. Jeffrey Kemper in 18th. Gary Taylor 19th. Roger Craig starting 20th. 21st. Got Sean Grace 22nd place. Zach Chapman. Brad Weasel 23rd. And Jeffrey Barker right there in the 24th spot. Here we go. Green flag about to be here. Nathan says, I hear you. We lift for Rex here. Okay, I hear you. Hey, tough night, Nathan, man. Hey, sometimes you have a good night, sometimes you have a bad night.
Green flag.
Green flag. Out front, Moonin. Oh, already. Trouble. Randy Shreves, and he got that thing straight. I don't know how in the world he did, but, well, car in front of him didn't get it straight. Yeah, he did. Wow, already. Cars up here just driving it in the wall. Are they driving? Or are they just kind of letting them go in the wall? Who knows? Kyle Moonin's the man out front. Here comes Patrick Spangler, though. Oh, boy, that guy all night long has just, I'm telling you, they're going to drug test his car because it's just been nothing but, man, on some side of super juice or something. He is gone. Meanwhile, Hard Charger here tonight right now is going to put that in the line with Gary Taylor and sitting in the 10th place spot. Up front 9, but Jeff Flero sitting in front of him up 8. Flero looking strong here in these 410s. Oh, caution! Salty dog caution. Malcolm Mills replay. Let's see what happened. Oh! Got the wall. Done. Bam. Go. It's a bug on the windshield. Kind of night. Hey. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you're the bug, sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug on the windshield. Who knows? Shell and Patton press on the night pedal. Okay. On the right pedal. Yeah. Need to. Moonin out front, Ross with him. It's set to go back green. Green flag about to fly here. We got Kyle Moonin out front, Ross. Man, it's been on a tear tonight. It's got to be Patrick Spangler, though. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Spangler's right there. Kyle's going to start. Crumple out front. Green flag flies. Moon gets the jump on it. Spangler right in second. Ross here along with it. Dittmer. Oh, boy, Patrick Spangler's getting restless up front. He got in the back of Moon. He's going, look out, got away. Boy, he's trying on the inside, never mind. Uh-oh. We got a salty dog caution out here. Somebody ripped the dog. Go to Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. Looks like Holland. Well, they're 3 wide back here as he gets punched in the side. Yep. don't know what happened to the other car, man. What, lost talent? Decided to go right instead of left? Wow. All right, Moonin out front. Can Spangler put this thing 3 for 3? We will see. He's been on a tear all night long. Tell Patrick put it down. Patrick right now is taking off the training wheels. He's throwing the haymaker. He's trying to put the opening night here at Hometown Heroes, Flatline Racing that is. Moonin's trying to spoil the party. I hadn't seen Moonin all night long. He comes out for the 410s. He said, I had enough of Spangler out here tearing up the show. You get some good green flag runs. We'll see what happens. Moonin, Spangler, Ross, Goldner, and Dittmer. Are we going to have Moonin, Spangler, side by side? And about to get going. Base truck's going to duck in for the Lucy Olson restart here. Green flag, that is. Base trucks rolling slowly. Excuse me. Green flag back here with the 410 wing sprints here tonight. Ooh, boy, Moonin gets that jump in front of Spangler. Now Spangler's got Ross and company to deal with. He might be in trouble. Oh, he slid that thing, almost got it sideways on the outside. Here comes Ross, Dittmer, and Goldner. 2 by 2. Moonin. Meanwhile, Goldner out front. Moonin. Goldner. Uh-oh, Goldner up into the wall. Moonin's going to go down on the inside. Ross right behind him. Remember, these 410s, you got a lot more power to do some stuff with. I think you're going to need some clean green here, though. Spangler just hadn't been able to figure it out. Not quite got the mojo in this car like he had in the first two, 305, 360. It's all Steven Goldner. Remember, he's been a hard charger all night long. Right now, your hard charger, though, give it to Jeffrey Barker, who was sitting up 12 spots. But then you got Gary Taylor back here at 11th. He gets one more. Tie goes to him. He's got to get around Grandy. 12 to go. Go by real quick. Goldner's out front. Moonin's right behind him. Oh, boy, they get our slap in the wall. I don't know if Spangler's going to make it 3 for 3. He's trying to hang on to a podium up in the third place spot. He's got Ross, Dittmer, and company right behind him. Never mind. Who was that? Oh, Richard. Salty dog caution. Let's go over to Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened to him. He slapped the wall, slapped it hard. Oh, he had a little help. Actually, that wasn't who slapped the wall. The wall in front. He slapped that wall hard. Who slapped the wall? But somebody slapped it hard. Malcolm Mills replay. All Goldner out front. Kyle Moonin was leading it early. Have about 10 to go in this one. Go by quick. Got our flat line bodies. Hometown Heroes tonight's been a good season opener here for us. 10 to go. Goldner, Moonin, Spangler, and Ross. Can Spangler make this thing 3 for 3 here tonight? He has been on fire. Stephen Goldner. 10 laps out here. Out front. Getting set for a Lucy Olson restart. Kyle Moonen. He had the control point up front. Don't count out Spangler yet, though. He gets in a rhythm. Might be able to hear. The problem is these 410s a little bit more unpredictable because you've got all that power in the world in them. We'll have to see how that plays out. As pace trucks in, Lucy Olson restart here tonight. Goldner go back green. You see Spangler right on the back end. Here comes Spangler down low. He got a good jump. Throws the slide job move. He's going for the 2-for-1. He gets him a two-piece. That's good. Down there on the putt-putt lane. Well, it didn't work for him that time around. Goldner's still out front. Spangler's up there in second, trying to take that lead away. He is doing the low line, rolling. He might have to get up on the high line. The problem is they're closing and holding up the high line. So Spangler's got nowhere to go. He's got to make that inside lane work. Yellow flag. Going to need more time than this to get it to work. Let's go back on the Malcolm Mills replay, see what happened. Jeffrey Barker. A little tire rubbing. And then he just gets pile drive for another dude who forgot his glasses. Didn't see the front, reckon. Went right into him. But yeah, Spangler, for him to get up there, he's got the speed. And for him to get that inside lane to start working, he's going to need time. And he's going to need all these 8 laps, I believe. Or a last dash effort on the last lap and throw a huge slide job and hope it works out of turn 4. Because right now, yeah, he can get it going in, but those guys on the top side just run right away from him. Car bogs down a little bit too much for him. Nothing you can do. Goldner, though, Goldner has just not had the starting spot that he's wanted all night long. He's been fast. He's come through the field. He's been some hard charging. He's picked up a lot of spots, but he's never started tonight in the top spot. Now he is, and we're seeing just how fast he is. He's got to contest, though, with Moonen and Spangler as we're getting set here to go back green. Lucy Olson green flag about to fly. Pace lights off on the truck. Kicking off our flat line racing bodies. Hometown heroes. Knoxville. Coast to Coast Racing League. Goldner, Moonen, and Spangler. And Moonen needs to change his last name to Moonshine. Kyle Moonshine. There we go. He's about as fast as lightning. Goldner out front. Now, here's the thing. They getting up there flirting with that wall. He tagged that wall one time. Boom. Could be a done deal. Goldner's still trying to hang on to it. Spangler's still trying to work that low end. He's got 7 more laps. He needs some clean and green to get it done, I think. And that's what he wants to see. He wants to see Moonen get up there and pound on the wall some. Goldner up there on that, they call it wicked pushing for a reason. Master. Oh, caution. Uh-oh. Jeff Flero, fan favorite. Bobbed in this one. What happened to him? Looks like a car in front of him got in the wall. Jeff's got nowhere to go. Maybe? No? He went 3 wide and then just ran over the dude in front of him. There's a big sprint car in front of you, Jeff. Supposed to whoa up. All right, that was Malcolm Mills replay. We'll get set and get another one. These cautions, I think, are right now killing Spangler on trying to see if he can get the low end going. Kyle, though, does Moonen have anything? Goldner, Moonen. All right, get set, go back green. Mojo, need some clean laps. Caution City here. Hey, sometimes you have a lot of cautions, sometimes you have clean. And the one guy that really the cautions are hurting this time around, I spoke about it in some of the other races, is Spangler. He's not been able to get that low line going. And as long as they stay up top, nothing he can do. He's got to try the low lane. But he's got to get that low end going. Goldner, Moonen, Spangler. Green flag. Oh, Spangler gets turned. What? What in the world happened? Oh my. Let's watch the replay again. Wow, Patrick Spangler all night long has been the man. He won the 305 360s. He's right there. It's in the Malcolm Mills replay. You see the battle up front, and look out. Well, he tries to go himself. He goes to the inside, throws a slide job, and if, oh, slide job goes wrong. He takes the leader out. What? Man, talk about bad. Wow, so Moonen's going to be out front, but man, talk about disaster. Goldner and Spangler, who has dominated all night long, threw a heck of a slide job, and it didn't work. Woo! Yeah, bonkers. That's what I'm talking about, Mojo. Wham! Well, Moonen's up here going, all right, who's behind me now? Dittmer. Does Dittmer got anything for him? He's got Pizza Ranch on his car. He's got good food. Pizza. Where that Waffle House machine at again? I like that one. That one's good one. Got waffles and what else on it? What else? Had Waffle House on it. Know that. He had pizza on it too. Go back and look at it again. Green flag! Lucy Olsen, green flag, and Moonen, he's out front. He's been able to handle these guys all he wants. Dittmer, though, man's going to see if he can't tackle about the inside lane. 4 laps to go. Uh-oh, got a bunch of cars in the back here. They are beating on each other back here in the back. They don't care. It's all fair, love, and war. That's the way they look at it. Right now, 3 wide, 2 wide in the front. Caution. Gary Taylor. Got that salty dog caution here. Let's go to Malcolm Mills replay. Oh. Taylor. There's a car in front of you. Wow. Got into him. Okay. The one thing we've learned has been Moonen out front all night long. He's been strong. Kyle Moonen, free to go. See how well. A lot of these guys, you know, here's the thing. Opening night, they'll get it. Clean up a little bit of a few of the cautions. Maybe some nerves. Who knows? At some time with these 410 wing sprints, you got all that power, but you got to know how to use a little bit of patience. Can't win it on that first lap. You can't win it on lap 10. Got to be there at the end to win it. Not there at the end to win it. Well, you're not going to win it. Hard Charger wise tonight, Zach Chapman up 15 spots, sitting there in 7th place. So that's your flatline racing hard charger. I'll tell you what. So short track here in dirt. Man's he does the bodies. The former NASCAR regional short track champ Dan Chapman. About to go green. All Kyle Moonen here. These 410 wing monsters. Kyle Moonen back here for the Lucy Olson restart. Green flag. Boy, does Dittmer got anything for him. Moonen, Dittmer, Ross. Top three. We get to that white flag, won't matter what they do. They can junk it. Look at Dittmer, though. He says, I got a shot to win this thing. Why not? White flag, he's going to have one more time. And 4 turns to get it done. Now he's got 2 more down the back stretch. Final time. Can he put one more slider on the inside? Nope, he goes opts to the top. It's going to be Moonen winning this one. Dittmer in second, and Ross going to bring her on home there in the 3rd place spot. Woo, what a finish here tonight. Gotta love it for these 410 wing sprints. We're going to get a word. Some of these guys here. That was good. That was some good racing. A little hectic, but it was good. Kyle Moonen going to be the Extreme E-Speed TV winner here tonight. Bring up 2nd place man. Brandon, enjoying the boot guy copy?
Yeah, gotcha.
Well, you came home in 2nd here, but you were trying everything. I mean, was the low line capable of overtaking that high line tonight?
If you just had to hit it just right. I mean, I maybe could have got it, but I think I was just a little too of a lead foot.
Hey, well, definitely. I mean, some of the cautions up there helped you, got you up front, got you in a place to maybe battle for the lead. How was the car feeling on this track, though?
The 410s was feeling really nicely. The other two, not so much. But luckily, we were able to come away with at least 1 podium tonight, and hopefully we can be a little bit more looking forward of what's to come.
Got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
You for the broadcast, Roger for Coast to Coast, Training Wheels Racing, and I believe it was Redline Race Designs for the scheme tonight.
There you go, man. Tonight, bringing her home in 2nd. Let's get our 3rd place guy, Donovan Ross. Donovan, enjoyed the boots guy copy?
Yo, hey Joe.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You was able to hang on to 3rd. Maybe anything else you could have done to muster it up there and got a few more spots?
No, those guys are pretty good. Those, Kyle, Patrick, Goldner, they got into trouble there. Dittmer snuck by me. I was pretty good on the bottom early, and it just kind of went away and settled in where I ran. And then misfortune for Patrick and Steven, and capitalized from that.
Hey, still, man, a good start off the Flatline Racing Bodies hometown heroes. Got anybody you want to thank for a good finish?
Sure, we'll thank Rudine, Keith at Premier Door for the new skin, All In, Jack, and Gary and Brian Sr., and you guys for the broadcast, and Roger and everybody that works so hard for the league. I appreciate it, and see you next week.
There you go. Don Ross pulling it off 3rd here tonight. But this guy, he had it on point. Kyle, Joe White in the booth, you got a copy? Well, man, I tell you, I said you might need to change that last name to Moonshine because you was like white lightning out there tonight. How was that thing feeling with a 410?
Man, it was definitely fast. It was definitely rough though, and that's what I was just talking to them about in the waiting room. I don't remember. I know it's definitely gotten gets rough up there, but I've never quite had the car hop around like it was.
Did you think about maybe as rough as it was getting up on the cushion to try that low line, or was it worth the risk to stay up there?
I tried it for a couple laps and it wasn't working. I kept missing it, and definitely was probably gonna fall back if I stayed down there. So I just decided to, run the top, and if I wrecked, I wrecked. So.
Hey. Well, I tell you what, it paid off big in dividends for you tonight. You got anybody you want to thank, man? Because you are a winner here tonight in the Hometown Heroes 410s.
Just all the guys at Bandy Built, Ross Crennet, Velocity Race Design, and you guys for the broadcast and everyone for the league.
There you go, winner tonight, Kyle Moonen putting it in victory lane. It was an awesome one there for Extreme E-Speed TV Victory Lane. But folks, don't go nowhere. We're going to the asphalt side of things here. That's right, I said asphalt side because we got some late model action going to Southern National. We'll be right back here in a few. Don't go nowhere.
Before they go fast and start the power slide, we salute you with the big blocks 4 wide. The ground pounding, earth shaking, window rattling beast of the Northeast. It's the big block modified Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. Bill-
All right, here we go. Right. Your eyes are not deceiving you. We went from dirt to asphalt. But we got the tour cars here tonight. Hometown Heroes, Coast to Coast. About to go green flag. So welcome everybody. Qualifying. underway. See what happens with these guys. Y'all like the tour cars? What y'all think about them? Here. These paint jobs out here, so a little bit of qualifying. 3-minute one here. We'll watch them. See who gets that pole. Colin Johnson's got it right now. Brad, never mind. Dickens says, you know what? I'm going to take it. I need it. Gotta have it. And he does. These are actually the tour mod style cars. They're kind of almost like late models, but for asphalt. You don't know much about what these cars are. Again, they call them the tour car, cars tour, that is. But they're really based off kind of like a super late model or late model, but for asphalt. Be interesting though. Live tonight, Coast2Coast Racing League here on YouTube. Check it out over on Facebook too with OSR Network. Appreciate these guys. Let me get prepared and call all this stuff here for you, the hometown heroes. You know, if you're looking for a good league to join, go check out C2CRL.com. That is C2CRL.com. Apply, join the action. I mean, they've got Monday, they've got Tuesday, they've got Wednesday, they've got Thursday. Got something for everybody. Like I say, they got asphalt. They got mostly it's dirt here, but they do got some asphalt. They got trucks. They got different style asphalt. They got, big blocks, 358s, all kinds of stuff. So, we're going to do heat racing. Okay. Well, this is kind of a first for me. That's all right. Flatline bodies, heat race number 1. Let's grid it. Why not? Brian Dickens out front. Brad Witzel there in second. Neil Browser third. Zach Chapman fourth. Brendan Lacey fifth. Jonathan Krumpa sixth. Gary Single Cow. Cole? What to get confirmation on that? He started in 7. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think these are the new car tours. I think they actually just got an update here, maybe a couple updates ago or here recently. The bodies, maybe some of the tire wear, somebody out there is more familiar. I haven't done a lot of broadcasts with these cars. Got a good following though. Been set to go green. Flatline Racing Bodies. This is where he probably would excel at. Doing some quality racing bodies, produced by a former NASCAR regional short track champion, Dan Chapman. Flatline Racing Bodies here tonight. Green flag about to fly.
Green flag.
But 7 laps on a heat. Boom, green flag. And what you're going to see here is, right now that low line's going to dominate. You can see a little bit of rubbing. Hey, it's short track racing. Why not? Side by side, fender to fender action. For the moment, I'm going to say Strouser. Looking good. Good confirmation. Neil is actually his full name. There you go. Neil Strouser. Oh, we got a car backwards. Going into the pits, though. That's Single and a Krumpa back in the back. Dickens right out front. Got to hang on to it. Looks smooth. Looks good. Got along the cockpit with it. You smooth so far in this heat race here. That wheel turned up pretty good. Brian Dickens got a fierce look on him. He's from North Carolina, Scotland Neck. Heard of that? Sounds like a place maybe up near the mountains. It's either the mountains or the coast side. I've never heard of it. I'm in the Triad area. Yeah, look at the little difference here. You can see here Neil, he's chopping the wheel a little bit more than old Dickens is up front. It's a lot more smoother. That's why he's out front too. Got an Air Force machine right behind it, Zach Chapman. Very, very patient. White flag one more time for the man out front there, Dickens. Brad Wetzel right behind him. Strauss. And a good opening night here for the hometown heroes. As that's going to put us in the books for heat race number 1, flatline racing bodies. Swinging on over here to heat race 2. Right. Race number 2. Langdon Mechanical. You're looking for a second to none heating and air conditioning company in the Hamilton area. They're going to promise their customers you're going to get one of their own professionally trained Langdon specialists. They'll be there to they'll be there personally every step of the way. That's something that they guarantee, customer satisfaction from start to finish. You're in the Langdon area, Hamilton area, check out Langdon Mechanical. Grid them up real quick here. On the grid, heat race 2, Cullen Johnson out front, Brandon Templeton in second. Tyler Bentonfield there in third, Stephen Goldner up in fourth, Nathan Aldridge fifth, DJ Boydell there in sixth, and Rich Holland, 7th place spot.
Green, green, green.
Pace cars in, and love the 13's paint job. Look at that. Got dogs all over it. Puppy dogs. Check it out. Actually, we can. Right behind you. Templeton? No. That's the Bittenfield. Look at the doggy on the back end. So he's got the dog patrol out front. Cullen Johnson. Right behind him, Bittenfield. And a Nutty Butter car. That's right. There was a Waffle House and Nutty Butter. I don't know where he got that combination at, but that's what I was looking at before in the dirt track. It was Bittenfield. He's got the food machine. That's a heck of a make you hungry machine. He's chasing down the dog car though. Johnson out front. Bittenfield there in second. Stephen Goldner had a fast machine in the 410s at Bandit Racing. Got his Busch Light machine out. He's back in third. Boydell. So what do you got to do up here? Do you do the bump and run? Oh, this place is a tough place to pass. He's going to look to the inside. He's got to wash up Johnson up the track. Johnson's got to have that patience to go, I'm not falling for it. I'm staying right there on the bottom. And he is. Cullen Johnson. Right with him. On the inside, Bittenfield's got white flag. He's got 4 more turns to do it. Attitude, back stretch final time. Going into 3 and 4. He is there. He tried on the inside, not going to have enough time. Nope. Bittenfield comes home second. Johnson out front wins it. Goldner comes home in the 3rd place spot. What a heat race. Finish. Dog pound. Heat race number 3. Venom Racing here. Sponsor, the proud sponsor of the Coast2Coast Racing League 355 Modifieds. Let's grid these things up. Out front, Sean Grace is going to start out front. Kyle Mooner there in second, who just won the 410s. Tim Chapman up in the 3rd. Bob DeGood in 4th. Jeffrey Kemper in 5th. Jeffrey Barker 6th. And Roger Craig there in the 7th place spot. Couple retread drivers out in this one. Who can pull off heat race number 3?
Green flag, green flag.
Got the Venom Racing. Heat race number 3. Our race starting side by side. We've seen the inside lane prevail, but boy, Grace right there. He gracefully goes up there and going to trade a paint. That's actually going to open up the door here for Chapman because Moonen got shoved up the track. He's already in a bad spot. Ooh. Moonen takes a second. Chapman almost tried everything he could. Kemper back there in third. Chapman right now holding on to third place. Out front's Grace. Barker. Craig. Good, he just didn't make the field here tonight. Grace still holding on to it here for our Venom Racing heat race number 3. I think the battle's going to heat up here for second. Got Moonen and Chapman. Actually, Chapman's falling off the pace. He's falling back under the clutches of Kemper. 4 to go. These guys are going to run this track as fast as what the guys did at Knoxville. A little bit quicker, 14-second lap times. Zoom, zoom. Moonen, Chapman, Kemper. Who y'all pulling for in these here? Y'all maybe want to see. All right, coming around. The white flag one more time here. The Venom Racing heat race number 3. You got Sean Grace, Kyle Moonen, Tim Chapman. Was Chapman back there going to be able to hang on to that third place? He's got a couple more turns. Kemper's there. Oh, he's going to hang on. That's going to be Grace, Moonen, Chapman, top 3, heat race number 3. Race number 4. That's Moyer Farms, heat race number 4 here. Those guys are the proud sponsor of the retreads, 55 plus and over here tonight. Grid them up. Heat race number 4, Andrew Smith out front. Brandon Ishkan. I hope I said it right. There in second. Cody Graham up in third. Barry Goldner fourth. Kevin Bixler there in fifth. And Gary Offit up in the 6th place spot. Smith and Company. Colorful car. Got Miller time. Nice color. Where the Blimpy came. Blimpy! Everybody likes Blimpy. Don't like Blimpy? Well, tell you what, try to get in a fight, man, and say Blimpy one time. This wouldn't go over too well. Funny. Ishkan out front, though. Say Ishkan till I hear it different. Bring it up on the screen. Let y'all see what it looks like. Y'all decide. Smith hanging on to second. Graham right here. Moyer Farms here tonight for our heat race number 4. You know, you talk about lap times going around this place. They're a lot quicker. Yep, they're to go 14 seconds, but they look a lot slower. I guess it's because he's sliding around on dirt all over the place. Here it's kind of just going left and left. And Smith hanging on second. Ishkan out front in this one. Graham right there in third. Goldner fourth. Bixler fifth. Offit back in 6th. What's Graham going to have for him? Pull up on him? Place man here. Ishkan, Smith, Graham. Goldner. Good run so far. And I don't know. Guys are kind of dead heat even. White flag. Boyer Farms Heat Race 4. Here for the car tours. South Southern National Track. Going to be all Brandon Ishkan out front. Smith second. Graham going to bring her home in third. Heat Race 4. Consolation. Gambler Motorsports esports racing team, consistent on iRacing here. They got a lot of teams, drivers from dirt, sports, asphalt, endurance racing. They compete in the 24 hours, Daytona and Le Mans. Check them out on Facebook at Gambler Motorsports. Let's grid up here. Consolation tonight. Brennan Lacey out front. Richard Holland there in second. Jeffrey Barker third. Stephen Bixler up in fourth. Jonathan Krumpa up in fifth. Nathan Aldridge sixth. Roger Craig seventh. Gary Offit eighth. Gary Sigel. I'm going to say Sigel. Ninth. Brandon Templeton there in 10th. And Bobby Gooden 11th. Got to get up with some of these guys, man, sometime. Say your name, by the way. Oh, look at that. Lacey out front in this one. Got Mooney on the side. Push car right there with it. Sun glaring down. Be a good start to this one. Not sure what the laps are.
Green flag, green flag.
Yeah. Green flag. Lacey, Holland, Barker, Bixler, Krumpa. Out front, Holland and Barker. Krumpa right here with it. Bixler right behind him. Everybody just kind of saying single file because that's kind of what this track's going to give you. Single file. Not really a lot that it's going to give out. Ooh, right there, 75 got on the apron. Oh, upset that car. Side-by-side action going on back here. Good, Templeton. Single. And a Whataburger. Whataburger. Place to eat. Ain't got nothing, I don't got anything around here though. It's more toward down the southern side, Georgia and all that. Whoa, hang on to it. We almost took down the barrels there. See Bobby Good. Boom! Gets in the back end. Turns the 747 around. That's not the flight that he wanted. Roger Craig's going, man, what'd I do? Mind him on business. Next thing I know, going sideways. This guy, look at Brendan Lacey. He's on fire. Up front, leading. Holland going to give up that inside. If he doesn't watch it, Jeffrey Barker going to take that spot away. Uh-oh, Bixler. Oh, Bixler put the sun drop in the water. Tore the whole front end of it off. They popped his can. Lacey out front in this one. Barker right behind him. Holland has fallen back to third. 2 to go. See Holland right now trying to hang on to it. But man, I tell you what, Brendan Lacey just walking away. One more time. 2 more turns. Lacey, Barker way back there. He's got a 2.6 second lead. It's going to be Lacey. Barker's going to come home in second. Holland there in third. Gambler Motorsports consolation here tonight. Take ourselves a little bit of warm up here for the Oswegan Speedway intermission. Check it out on GeForce TV, Oswegan Speedway weekly on Friday nights for free. GeForce TV on YouTube. We're right back. Don't go anywhere though, folks.
before they go fast and start to power slide. We salute you with the big blocks, 4 wide. The ground-pounding, earth-shaking, window-rattling beasts of the Northeast. It's the Big Block Butterfly Super Dirt Car Series.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our weekly race chat.
Adam Ross and Clinton Jeffrey are live and interactive every Tuesday night. Rivals Race Chat is your home for race discussion, debate, news, interviews, and more. They'll even take your questions and comments live on the air and talk to some of the newsmakers each week. Tune in every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on GeForce TV.
All right, folks, we're back at it here. Feature time tonight. That's right, Cars Tours feature here. Woo! Get our Super Dirt Car Series lineup. Let you see these guys. I've got 24 machines. Going to start with Brian Dickens out front. We're going to go all the way down to Nathan Aldridge here, starting in the 24 spot. So, a lot of cars, going to be fast. Going to be good. At the dog pound up there, Johnson. Dickens, Johnson, Ishkin, Grace. Got four. Got Bittenfield there in fifth. Pace truck's going to lead them around. We're going here. About to get here to start this one. Get our Lucy Olsen green flag. She's number 3 on the court. No, number 1 in the hearts. Basketball gear. March Madness and beyond. Getting set. Pace truck's going to duck it off. Dickens about to fire off in our Mission 22 restart zone. Green flag here tonight. Dickens out front. Let's see what happens to these guys.
Yellow flag is out.
Caution. Oh, out. Wow. What happened? See what happened. I got a salty dog caution. What's that? The good? Oh. Good. Just brakes a little bit there. Good. It happened right in front of him. Back here on Malcolm Mills replay, see again. I just started with Holland. Started up there to the 72. Kemper. Watch it one more time. That's 72 right there. Chapman. Front. Let's see it. Hope he maybe had to check up or what. Green flag here. It goes. Turn one. Like he checked up just a little bit. Just kind of accordion there and everybody just boom. Malcolm Mills replay. Caution out. The one thing about asphalt racing is the cautions do count. That is the one thing about asphalt. Asphalt a lot different than dirt. Caution laps might not count on it. Oh, you might have a 20 lap feature. Depending on how many cautions you have, you might end up with a 40 lap feature. Take a lot longer. Here, it's gonna be 50 no matter what. So the caution's a little more, I guess the way you can say it is a little more detrimental in dirt than they are on the asphalt side. Here we go. Dickens, Johnson, up front, lead them to the line. Get us back going here for the Lucy Olson green flag. Lights off on the pace truck. Gonna go single file. Mission 22 restart zone, green flag. We're at it tonight. You see Dickens get that jump. Camden Johnson didn't get the jump. You got Grace and company right behind him. Ishkan's there. The thing about single file is, though, that leader, once he catches that lap traffic, well, catching nothing here. Bob the Good. Oh, man, not the night he wants. The Good with the Whataburger. I got hungry. Just ran him over. Smashed the burger. Malcolm Mills replay. Wow. I mean, there's one thing about it is you've got to have patience. You have got to. One, you got to be there to the end to win it, and they're still wrecking. Good is still wrecking. What they were doing back there. Oh, you saw him spin. Happened after his. Oh, maybe he was trying to. Don't know what. Waiting on the track. There's the leaders again. Yeah, all as this track is, it's tough to get turned around. Tough. All right, go back green. Malcolm Mills replay. It has been a heck of a night here for the Hometown Heroes, kicking off. We're ending here with some asphalt racing. Went a little longer than we expected tonight. Hey, look, it'll get better as it goes. I know. Some nights, man, you know, it's okay. Some nights aren't. It'll get better. Go. Oh, Ish Canyon. Okay. Look at that. Roger Craig coming in clutch for me. So it's Brandon Ishkannon. Nice. Okay. Ish Cannon. Well, right now, Brandon's in a battle. Ish Canyon, he's right there in fourth. Right behind him, Benfield. Wetzel, side by side, duking it out. And you can do that a little bit in these cars. You can get there, man, do a little door slamming. You know, slightly. I don't mind. I don't. Look, that Waffle House Nutty Butter car, I mean, I can see why they want to get up there, man. Tag inside it. It'll make you hungry. On the front of that back of the car. Auction out. About to look, but with the salty dog caution here, with the Malcolm Mills replay, what happened? You can lean on him, but you don't lay on him. Do a little leaning. Ish Cannon. Like that. Higgins out front. All right, getting set to go back green. Dickens is liking this because every time that caution flies, he gets to control the field. Just that much more control he's got. Grace right behind him, Johnston. Ish Canyon right in fourth. Moonin up in fifth. Back to go green. Woohoo! Lights off on the pace truck, going back to Lucy Olson. Green flag. Mission 22 restart zone. We're gone. Dickens out front in this one. He got a good jump over them. Over Grace. And Johnson. And oh shit. What car? It's Brad Wetzel. What happened to him? Green flag flies, and then 68 just tags him a little bit, goes into the wall. Boom. All right. Dickens. Grace. Again, gotta have patience, guys. Gotta be there at the end to win it. Dickens is liking it. He's going. Y'all keep up what you're doing. Keep up what I'm doing. Guess what? Boom. Back green.
Green, green, green.
Back green. A mission 22 restart here. Dickens out front in this one. Grace right behind him. It's Canyon right here. He's battling with Johnston. They're going to go door to door. It's a good little battle. Canyon right there, though. He's going to take that spot. 22 to go in this one. Go by pretty quick. On the inside, Johnson. You got Moonin right there with it. He won the 410s earlier tonight. Actually, stopped that powerhouse there. Oh, car around the back. He got off the track. Richard. Yep, he got into the pits. Good job. Good job. Oh, never mind. Well, Bob the Good and them back here decided, well, we'll give you a break. Rouse. Just got in the back end and run him over. I mean, I'm going to leave it up to race control on that one, but woo, talk about salty. That was definitely a salty dog move there. Malcolm Mills replay, but and yeah, he just turned him. Boom, right in the back. Be patient. Be patient. All right. Fire him back off again. Got Dickens out front. Start him off. By green. Dickens. Get our Lucy Olson restart here. Lights off on the pace truck. Dickens, Grace. Canyon. Pace truck's about to duck in. Foul. Mission 22 restart zone. Green flag. Dickens back out front. They almost got run over. Canyon right there with them. Moonin. Bittenfield. Oh! Got a give and take. Oh, and a car in the back is around Boydell. Oh, he got off the track though. But he went around. Oh, never mind, caution. Goldner. What happened to him? The 14 back there got off the track. And Goldner. Whoop, right around. There's an apron there, Goldner. Was your salty dog caution. Along with your Malcolm Mills replay. Goldner looked like he's out there drinking a few Bush Lights. Be less than 10 to go when we go back green in this one. Dickens, Grace, there's Canyon, Johnston, Bittenfield. That's your top five. About to set the field here. Pace truck lights go off. Oh, still on right now. the moment. Probably about 8 to go when we go back green. Or 7. On. About 7 to go. Sticking right there with it. Grace. Ish Canyon. 3rd. Johnson 4th. Bittenfield on the 5th. Moon in there in 6th. Smith 7th. Graham in 8th. Chapman in 9th. Nathan Aldridge rounds the 10th place spot. Lights off on pace truck. Here we go. Set to go back. Lucy Olson, green flag. Pace truck's in, mission 22 restart zone, green flag flies. 7 to go in this one, and boy, look at Grace. He's going to try that outside. I don't think it's going to work. This Canyon might slip into that inside, take that spot from him. So can Grace hold on to it? That battle's going to be for second, as Dickens is going to get away. Yep, boom. Look at that. Grace is able to get back down in the spot. This Canyon. Well, no. Canyon says, I'm going to try it one more time. If you slide up that track, boom. I want to get into him, though. Now we got a battle back here for the Nutty Butter. That's Bittenfield. He's got the dog man himself, Johnson, on the outside. Here comes Kyle Moonen on the inside. Bolin Johnson. Bolin's going to go door to door with him. And just like that. Swoop. Oh, a couple cars back there getting together. Andrew Smith and Graham. They're talking about it. Did the sun drop, man? 3 to go. Get to that white flag. Doesn't matter. This guy right here all night long. This track ain't going to change on him. 2 to go. Can he get one more time around here before the caution flies? We'll see. And it won't matter. And Rick jumped the whole field then. And a 3 and 4. One more time. Dickens led most of it. Grayson second. His Canyon right there in 3rd. He's got 2 more turns. Dickens does. Dickens gonna put it to him tonight and win it here. What a race for the car tours. Man, that was a good finish to those guys. Finish to the hometown heroes here. Got a word in with some of these boys. Got a top 3 up here. Our Charger, got to give it to Brandon Templeton. Actually, no, Nathan Aldridge. Tough night in the dirt. Good night here on the asphalt. See if some of them jump up here. Maybe not. Ability. There we go. We got Brandon up here. Finally ask him his name. Brandon, join the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Well, man, I tell you what. First off, I had to have help from Roger. Is it Ish Canyon? Is that how you say your last name?
Man, that's beautiful, bro. You're the best person to ever pronounce it.
Well, you know, at first I was saying like Ishkan or Ishkan or something. So I had to have a little bit of help from Roger out there, so he helped me out. But man, I tell you, is there anything he could have done? I was kind of rough out there, short tracking it on the asphalt, but if there was anything he could have done on those restarts to get up there to the leader?
Man, Yes, there was. I gave Sean Grace a lot of grace, actually. I lifted him on one of the restarts, lifted his back end when he got squirrely, and then I was just timing his restarts, and I got underneath him at one point, but I didn't want to push it too much. He's a good driver, he's a good guy, so I didn't want to wreck him. You know, we're at the podium. The goal is to get a podium, so.
Hey, no doubt you did. You was able to hang on, you know, stay up here, put it in third place. Good start to the season here, the Hometown Heroes. Got anybody you want to thank for a good one though?
Yeah, man. First, I gotta thank Team Watson Racing Setups. They keep me grounded. They keep the setups rolling in the officials A, B, and C classes, as well as road. So I want to thank James Watson and Brian Britt over there at Team Watson Racing Setups. Got to thank my brother for making the wraps for me as much as he can. He's not here tonight. Got to thank Cullen. Cullen's my teammate. Him and I were back and forth, man, and I kind of felt bad leaving him out there to dry like that in that one run. But he's always there for as a crew chief, essentially, while we're racing. So gotta thank those guys and just everybody back at the shop, man. Everybody back at the shop.
There you go, man. Brendan Ish Canyon, man, bringing it home in third. Again, congratulations on that run there, Brendan.
Appreciate you, Joe. Thank you for the.
All right, we go. Well, let's bring it up here, second place man here. Grace, cut off there a little bit. Sorry about that. Sean, go ahead, Booth. Got a copy?
Yep, copy.
Well, you held on to second. A little rough out there on the asphalt side. Maybe anything you could have done to run down the leader up there?
I think I needed some more laps. I was kind of in, you can easily burn up the right front tire on these, so I was trying to save the right front and get good runs out of the corner, and I think I just needed more green flag laps, but I don't know if I was going to pass him. He just had a good line and had it figured out.
No doubt. Still came home second. Good run, kicking off the season for Hometown Heroes. Anybody you want to thank?
Definitely thanks to you for the broadcast. I don't think I've got to do a race with you broadcasting yet. I'll check it out tomorrow. Thanks to the Bandybuilt guys. They paint the cars for us, and they were all looking pretty cool tonight.
Well, there you go. Second place man bringing it home. That's old Sean. Well, this guy here, he was able to hang on. Brian Dickens tonight. Brian, you want to boot? Got a copy?
Got you, buddy.
Well, you was able to hang on out there, but how much of it was product of the track, or how much was it, hey, look, these cautions kind of helped me a little bit?
Well, of course, the cautions tonight helped me, but I was just trying to run her smooth and hopefully get some green flag laps and not burn the tires up, but didn't get a chance to do that.
Well, you know, a little rough on the track here tonight. I mean, if you would have went some, long green flag, was you kind of worried about the guys there behind you? Maybe, like you said, burning the tires up and them catching you?
Well, I was going to try to set a good pace and hopefully they not get in the back of me. You definitely can't drive these things hard for 50 laps. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, hey, whatever you did it right out front, put it in victory lanes. Got anybody you want to thank here tonight?
Yeah, of course, the Hammer Down Racing team with Brandon, Kurt, and Joe. The Dirt Track Bank, and you guys for putting on this broadcast, and C2C for bringing this class in. I really enjoy it.
There we go. That's old Brian Dickens, man, bringing it out front, winning it tonight. Whew, what a night it was, kicking off the Hometown Heroes here. I mean, starting the season off, we saw the 305s, we saw the 360s, we saw the 410s. It was a good one. I mean, folks, if y'all didn't enjoy it, I don't really know what more to offer. But man, I tell you what, for myself, everyone here at the Coast2Coast Racing League, all the guys, man, back there, for all the viewers, the fans, everyone, you have a good night.